Roll the window down. This is not your traffic stop. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to break your window. You are under arrest for obstruction of justice. Thank you.
You can see over here. They are Russian airborne forces.
I address you today as your queen.
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. Are you, like, medically speaking, are you
like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. I think she's.
What are you doing? I'm trying to turn this complaint in. Yeah. For what?
I'm trying to walk in, you know, give him my complaints like I'm supposed to, filming.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? Who we got in here? We got Dib, Pope Phil. I've been talking to you. Accurate Outrage, Flagman Dan, Tim Hicks, Chris Collins, Bobby Williams, Peanut 411 is trash. That's funny. Oh man, is there a story behind that Peanut? Peanut. Is it like Peanut and then a statement of 411 is trash? Or is like Peanut 411 a person? I need to know more. Okay, I've had pent up excitement for a Beaver Zero live. I have pent up excitement for a beaver. Period. End of sentence. And I just chased away half the women. It's just a joke. Courtney Dobbs, how you doing, Courtney? USA, woo, America, right? That's right. I'm not in America, but I mean, I can support, right? I've Team North America. Okay, we got this. We will sell you cut rate resources from this gigantic hole of cold that we live in, and you will in turn not allow Russia to conquer us. And I feel like it's an okay trade in some ways. Some people might disagree. Trump. I'm just kidding. We're not going politics. I'm kidding. Australia here. Sue, how are you doing, Sue? New York Yankees fan. How are the New York Yankees doing this year? Season's over now. Did they win? How'd they do? My wife knows more about baseball than I do. I'm not big on the baseball. Let me know, just by the way, very early on, if the mic's too high, I can always turn gains up and down. I rely on a little bit of feedback from you guys. Great channel, Peanut 411. I appreciate that. Unless you're talking about Peanut 411, the channel. And that, again, that's a statement or something. I don't know. I'm confused. No, I appreciate you being here. Mick Lake, I am here as well. Hey, Mick Lake, how you doing? Bass here. Listen, Bass here has been here for a long time. And I want everybody to notice that Bass here has a very unique little icon. That on the phone is tiny. So I will let you know what it is, okay? It is an actual bass at a desk. Like its little fins are like spread out on the desk like it's making a You know, like it's leaning forward, like it's having like a little like, you know, like a business meeting, and it's like Bass here, like it's like Bass here, like he's answering the phone or something. Either way, I think it's fantastic, and I've always said that too. Him or her. We don't discriminate. But how's it going, Bass here? What else we got here? Did I miss anybody? Accurate outrage. These two are such jokes. I agree. This video right here is actually particularly funny to me because I was okay. So I don't know if you saw a thumbnail, paraphrasing just the littlest bit, like, but not much, to be honest with you. And you'll see that he actually catches what she says, and he goes, oh, and does the jump in, which we would all do in that situation. I'm not saying that makes him any less of a human. Mistakes happen, but he literally hears what the rest of us will hear and goes, you know, that's not the right thing to say necessarily. But I actually think that that's how they feel. And then we'll watch it again together because I have only seen it once or twice now. But I feel like he goes, yeah, but, and he tries to like make it better, but really what he does is he just rewords it and doubles down on the same sentence. It's like when Chili was like, kind of like, remember when Chili was like, listen, I don't, you know, like, I don't ever wish like cancer on kids unless it's like your kids, basically. Like it was like, it's like not like taking the statement back at all, right? So anyways, you'll enjoy. We're going to get into that right away. I appreciate everybody being here. If you haven't hit the like button, maybe do me a favor, hit the like button. Blech, can't talk. Howard Moore, sup? I can say anything I want. People can say anything they want here. And in general, unless you say something really heinous, you're not going to get blocked. But actually, that's actually pertinent to this video. So why don't we go ahead and we'll just get started on this so that I don't bore you with my talking. Because God, who would want to listen to me, right? I mean, I know I don't. I mean, that could be true. Who wants to hear their own voice, right? It's like an answering machine. It's the worst thing on earth. Oh, the audio at the very beginning is something to do with his vehicle. I don't know if he's got the camera plugged into his like outlet or something, and we're getting actual like I don't know if anybody's ever done a stereo in a car. You can get electrical feedback from like the engine running, depending on how you do things. So I have no idea, but it goes away. It goes away. Dib, I'm so happy you made it to a live too. Well, New York Yankees fan, I won't pause it like this the whole time, but I will say that, listen, the reason you haven't made it to a 0 live stream in a long time is because I haven't had any. Like I had one 2 weeks ago, and then the one before that was like 3 months prior. So that's not on you, bro. Oh, you can't hear shit.
We're obviously grabbing lunch.
Hang on, wait.
Now you can hear it.
We're having a meeting with our
guess what?
attorney
You didn't hear any of
now,
the
which is
shitty audio,
break
so
for
you're good.
lunch. There's a lot to talk about. We love our attorney, guys, and I want to start by saying this. Thank you all so much. Like, it's amazing. You went way over and above. Yes. And to those that are still donating, stop. You can stop. We made everything we needed. The retainer was $2,500, and then we surpassed that retainer that we needed for the time being. Almost. I mean,
hey, listen, I will give credit where credit's due, and no, this is not to be conflated again to anything else that has occurred recently, okay? This is a separate sentence set in a bubble on its own, okay? But I will give credit where credit is due. He literally has told them that this, like, we raised what we needed for now and to stop. And now I have to say that is a far more honest statement than most of these frauditors would ever, like, I mean, come on, like, you've got money pouring in the door. Most of those people are going to say, bring it on. But, you know, so I don't know. You get points need to be given where points are deserved. So, but beyond that, everything else about these people is absolutely hilarious.
Very short period of time of yesterday's live. So at this,
I don't know why that's doing that.
At this point, you know, you guys have surpassed the whole, like, all of the expectations of what the case could turn out to eventually cost anyway. I mean, that's what we set that for. So you do not need to continue to donate. We love you guys so much. It's obviously going to be used for legal purposes in this, but you know, we don't ask for money until we need it, and then we ask for what we need. And we try desperately to not ever take any sort of advantage of something like that, because we stand against grifting. So,
Hey,
you know,
Judy.
I don't want to be alleged to be a grifter. You guys keep on donating like that, it's gonna make me look like I'm doing that.
Hey, good to have you here, sitting porcupine.
But it would be very, very, very helpful. We had exhausted all of our money paying that last attorney, which is going just fine as well. Sorry we're not organized better right now, guys.
So what we're building up to, this was a 30-minute stream he did. And we're just going to work through it because he actually talks about his case a little bit here. So we're going to work our way through it. But the real bullshit in the thumbnail is right up here. Okay, so we're if we have to skip along, we'll do what we got to do to try to get there while not playing 100% of this, obviously. Try to avoid that. But it is pretty awesome, the things that, like, these two, man, they were told by their lawyer, like, don't talk to the media or the press. And I understand that talking to your YouTube channel is not the press, but, like, I mean, like, you know that the press is allowed to watch your YouTube channel, right? They don't need your permission to report on that. So,
who wants to know what happened in court? For the ones that weren't there were a lot of people there, which are probably in this live too, or in the chat. I don't know if I can get both of us in here or not. Can you? You can't. We don't have.
I need a booster seat.
You're high enough. I just need to go this way a little bit more.
Okay.
If we're both going to be in here, let me turn that off. Who wants to know what happened in court? Put it one in chat if you want to know what
yeah, we want to know. Let's get in that, okay?
So the prosecutor made good on his word. Rick Harden made good on his word.
He did, actually.
He was very calm, collect. Now we're not talking about the county prosecutor, guys. We're talking about the district prosecutor, 46, which because Sydney, which is the county prosecutor, she recused. So we've got a judge that recused, a prosecutor that recused.
Who was the judge today? Do you know?
I don't. I know he recused, so it won't matter, you know. But the judge was pretty much going to tell us just to shut up and leave. But you guys made it where we would have Thomas Clay, the attorney from the video that I published last week that's got 100,000 views, where he was hammering the Kentucky State Police Commissioner. If you haven't seen that video, which I'd say the most of you probably have, but if you haven't, go watch it. And if you have, I've watched it multiple times. I love it. It's a great video.
Isn't he going to eat up that retainer in like 35 seconds? Like, somebody who's hired a lawyer, please tell me. I will be honest. Other than like things like wills and other very minor legal documents, I've never had to like hire a lawyer for a lawsuit. But like, I mean, any lawyer worth his weight is probably going to be a couple $100 an hour. Am I not? Like just to be honest, right? Like, because they got all the fees for running the. I mean, it's not cheap to have a lawyer's office. Like, surely it's got to be $200 an hour. So, I mean, shit, in 10 hours. And the thing is, like, I don't know if these guys really. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But like, man, that lawyer picks up the phone. He's going to bill you like a half hour minimum. It doesn't matter if it's a 5-minute phone call. You're 100% going to get billed a half hour. Some places it won't even, it'd be like 1 hour minimum, like to do anything almost. So like it stacks really hard. I remember getting an accountant to do my parents had an accountant for their business and I like slipped mine with theirs. Like I paid for it, but holy shit, guys, I'm a small business. It can't be that complicated. I can do it on TurboTax. Like, here's your bill for $3,000. You have no return left. Like, after we take our commission, Jesus.
I'm taking the horn of the attorney, Thomas Clay, because, man, he's a good attorney. Like, amazing.
He has a beautiful brain.
And he is
my last wanted 650. Holy shit. Who in the absolute... Now, that is Canadian, everybody, because Mr. Andretten is in Calgary, but that is still, like, that's got to be like 450 American ducats an hour. That is like, who the hell did you hire? You know what? I hope that bitch paid. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm assuming it was probably a divorce lawyer, but I don't know. Like
on your all's side, like he is trying and has been trying for his career to clean corruption. Very intelligent, very well versed in law. He don't take no shit. And he was about to to do that with the judge today a little bit. The judge,
Oh yeah, I was told recently. I had somebody that the commentary was, and hey, listen, I actually respect the commentary. I appreciate the comment. Was that like if I didn't come across as a complete, what's the word when you're, I don't remember, but basically, because I called in my last live stream, it was like because I kept referring to the one woman as like, so this bitch comes home. Ladies, I'm sorry if you get sensitive. I don't think you're all bitches, okay? Especially if I'm talking good about you. It's exciting to say fun words, isn't it? I mean, it's meant for dramatic effect. Please don't get too feely.
judge said something to the effect of having him sign something or something. And he's like,
The beaver
"I'm
is
not doing
needing a
that."
shave.
But
He was just saying I ain't signing off today.
but anyway, the district attorney, the county attorney's replacement, Rick Harden, made good on his word and gave us our stuff back today. So we accomplished that one. The court security was
He
ridiculous.
talked him down to 5. I'm sorry, Mr. Andrew. I'm laughing at your expense a little bit right now. Just laugh with me, okay? I talked him down to 500 and he screwed me. I'll be honest with you. At 500 an hour, I think you were getting screwed no matter what. But I will say that depending on the situation you're in, the right lawyer could be the difference between, well, who knows, the jail time even in some cases or not, So I can't criticize a guy for potentially wanting the best. But I do feel like $500 to $600 an hour might have been slightly spiced down.
Yeah, it was extreme.
They had cops from Kentucky State Police there. They had a whole force of armed officers from the sheriff's department there. They had, I mean, it was crazy. They were running that wand over every inch of every bit of everyone's body
She kept telling
100 times.
She's like, put your phone in your pocket. I was like, my phone won't fit in my pocket. She's like, put it in your coat pocket. I was like, I will. It's okay.
I mean, they have got us painted as we're some kind of dangerous group of terrorists or something. It's quite the opposite. They're the terrorists. Like that's the problem is they have been committing terrorism, but they want to treat us like the bad guys. And then the attacks from the people that have been beating us on Facebook, which it's only a handful of people. We're way more supported than we would have ever felt in our lives.
Well, we were called you people today.
Yeah.
You people coming into our county.
You people is a very usable phrase. The problem with using you people is sometimes there are also other you peoples, and then they don't know which you people you mean, and that's when the shit hits the fan. So like, it's just best not to use you people. Try to get it out of your vernacular. It's a good way to get yourself into trouble. Let's just put it. And hey, I'm the first one to fuck it up, So
you people coming into our county. So according to the sheriff's family, if you are not from Meade County, you are not welcome in Meade County. That's what she said. Now that we will have a recording of because she took it herself. So I hope the girl.
Oh, I'm sure she'll publish it like crazy.
Yeah, I hope she publishes it. And like I said, that was the sheriff's family.
Her highlight is probably going to be whenever I say no. If you
holy shit, you guys are serious too. Like this is crazy. Family court in Australia is between 7,000, 8,000 a day, and 400 an hour for phone. That is absolute batshit. So this is what I get at. Like, this is the thing. Like, you get all these people like, we're gonna sue them. We're gonna sue them because our rights were violated. And then the lawyer's like, here's your first invoice, and they go, fuck. Bad language. Google's getting worse with that. So F-bomb is what I meant to say. Google. Plus little ears and stuff. Now Google's listening to me. But stop recording what I say. I swear to God. Listen, have you guys decided which? I'm gonna put a poll up right now. I want you guys to get in on this poll, okay? I'm gonna. This is random ADHD poll, okay? Okay, this is it right here. Okay. What corporation are you going to fight for in the corporate wars? So there's going to be Google Inc. And then there's going to be obviously Apple. And then who else should we put in there? We need at least another company in there. Let's what's another company that we're all selling? Facebook, of course. Meta Inc. Okay. So we're just gonna do the 3, okay? So in the Coke, okay, you know what? That's it. You know what? I like it. Coke and Pepsi need added to. Oh, you can only do 4. Okay, wait. Coke and Pepsi in the future get together to take on Google, Apple, and Meta. Okay, that's what's happening. So it's a Coke and Pepsi. Oh man, you're right. There's so many. Listen, I'm sorry, but Google doesn't give me enough options. You know what? We're going to remove Coke and Pepsi because we're going to keep it in the... Yeah, actually, you know what? I like Amazon. Okay, so which corporation will you be fighting for? And we're talking like, this is a fight to the death, everyone. You're going to be armed, okay? You have to pick... I have Google Home Minis throughout my house, so I have clearly chosen that I will be taking my orders directly from Google Assistant when she tells me to kill all the infidels. I'm joking. Google's already like demonetized the stream. Oh shit, I heard some words I didn't like. Anyways, I'm talking too much.
People would have been keeping your government in check. What happened would have never have happened. And what I was meaning is you people
Disney?
that are calling us you people, like the ones.
And look, guys, I lived in Brandenburg at a period of time. That's why I have a record there. So, you know, it doesn't matter. Anyone should be welcome to go to the government center and do business. You people coming into their town is very wrong, immoral, unethical, and offensive.
Fight for Disney.
And, you know, for that, I wouldn't mind seeing that town get filled up with you people.
Calling all you peoples.
But yeah, they're trying, just forewarning, they're trying to paint you people as you dangerous people. That's what they're trying to do. And it includes the police.
And they're making themselves seem like they are the majority. They are not the majority in
like
the
2 or
way
3.
they feel. They are the minority as far as the numbers
Huge
go.
minority. And I want to make something public right now on this live. I have made multiple comments saying that there's a bunch of inbred hillbillies out there. I stand by that. I'm not taking that back, but I will hone that in to understand this perfectly well. I am referring to the inbred hillbillies, the specific people who act like they have no brain and are attacking her. You can attack me to an extent. You know, I'm not going to put up with this shit. My phone's ringing every 5 minutes, day and night. I'm not going to put up with that. That guy was there, the guy that did that.
Hey, wait. Are you telling me that it hold on, wait. Let me look at I think I know what he's about to say in like 2 sentences, so let him say it first.
And it's still happening. We can't even get through our attorney's meeting without him having my phone ring literally every 5 minutes or less.
Yeah.
He's destroyed my phone number for my business, which I've had for 25 years.
So wait. Are you telling me that when people mass call a phone number, that it's disruptive to your business or the business you need to do on that phone? That is absolutely crazy. Do you guys find that crazy? I find that crazy. It's almost like posting a phone number of a place that you have a dispute with to get your thousands or even tens of thousands of followers to call is like maybe disruptive and like, I don't know, borderline harassment. I don't know. But hey, listen, we're getting to this because, hey, listen, it's over here. It's not harassment if you're the government. And that's literally their words. The defining factor is that if you did that to a normal person, it would be harassment, but not to the government because the government is the government and you can harass them. So they even confirm over here that the defining line between harassment and not harassment is the fact that they're a government official.
You know,
Like,
so
you wait till you hear what they say. They basically kind of said the dumbest shit they could ever say. Like they outed how they feel about everything. And it's what we've always said.
Point, we're pressing charges and harassment. The police there don't care about harassment. So I mean, they'll attack you in the courthouse for doing business, you know, for trying to get your record. But the police there will not do anything about a crazy woman chasing you around outside while you say, "Leave us alone. Just leave us alone." And
she was like, "I'm practicing my First Amendment right." I was like, "That's harassment. What you're doing."
She thought because she was holding the phone that it was her First Amendment to harass people.
Oh, I hate to tell you guys. I hate to tell you guys, but Apple and Meta specifically had better bring some heavy technology to the table because right now it's looking like Google and Amazon are going to be fighting for supremacy, and Apple and Meta are going to be there to pick up the scraps. So this poll is not over yet. You can still get your votes in, but I'm telling you guys right now that unless somebody jumps in there and really votes up Apple, Meta, or Amazon, we look like we're going to live in a Google-centric world. So I want everybody just to start practicing. Like I tell my child constantly, and like I mean this, I tell my child, I say, you be nice to the Google Assistant, because when the robots take over, they will remember how you've treated them. I always say thank you to my Google Assistant. It's listening to me again. Stop it. Stop. That's getting creepy, actually. Every time I say Google, it's like, yes.
Committing harassment. In other words, you know, we're citizens.
It's
We're
listening to me
civilians.
again. Stop it.
I'm a citizen.
She had no legitimate purpose, which is how the state law reads. She had no legitimate purpose other than the intention of, you know, harassing us. So she intended to harass us. She said she was going to harass us. She said, but it's not harassment because she was holding her phone vertical. So she thought.
It goes like
That's
this.
funny.
Yeah. So sheriff's family, lady in the red jacket this morning, when you record, hold your phone this way.
You get a bigger picture.
You'll
like
get the
that.
full screen picture. If you hold it like this, then all you're going to get is that little skinny thing when you try to publish it.
Yeah.
So hold your phone that way, get a better picture, and know that you can't just chase any old civilians around making lewd comments. And yeah, it's not how it works.
And I'm not stuck in one county. I'll go to whichever county I need to conduct business in. And if I happen to see something going on in that county, then I may just go back and check up on that county.
Last I checked, this was America, and you're free to go anywhere inside America. And then
I was pretty sure that Americans all had constitutional rights, and I am pretty sure that it didn't matter whether the government was the one infringing your rights or another American. I don't believe there's a We'll get there. But hey, listen, I'm going to simmer this question with everybody right now. Does it matter if your First Amendment rights are being trampled by the government or another person? Does that distinction actually matter? That's what I want to ask you.
get a passport.
Wait, are you sure a driver's license is at the passport? Like whenever they're like, I need to see your
I don't
ID.
want to piss off Skynet.
They're ID hungry. All right, so judge accused. He didn't want to give us anything.
Tones. Honestly, you have no idea. That thumbnail of mine, the title on the thumbnail is 100%. Like, I literally took 2 words out of that sentence because obviously it's a thumbnail title. I was trying to make it a little shorter and grab a little harder. But that is almost verbatim what they said, the thumbnail. Like, basically that, yeah, it's just we'll get there. We're going to get there. So I talk too much as it is. So let's just keep cruising.
Today. He did not expect, I don't think he expected us to
honestly,
have
my
Thomas
jaw
Clay,
dropped a little
the
bit. I was
attorney.
like, you guys are
We
crazy.
do have Thomas Clay, the attorney. You all made that possible. Thank you so much. We are
Actually, you know what's crazy? The Turtle Moves is apparently, now correct me if I'm wrong, legal scholars of Beaver Zero chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw a thing where they said that you actually have, like, especially if you were there under a work visa, but like if you're in the United States, you actually are protected by their constitution because of the way it's written or something like that. So that might not even be true. Like, if you were in the States, I believe that you actually do end up with those rights. But that also may have been incorrect. So I don't, but yes, I mean, if you're not in the States, you don't technically have a First Amendment. I have a Bill of Rights. It says a lot of the same things, just worded slightly differently. So I get a lot of times I get comments like, well, I don't expect a Canadian to understand freedom because you don't have a constitution. And I'm like, you're right, because we called it the Bill of Rights. And I'm pretty sure they studied each other's homework because that shit's very similar.
break from the meeting with the attorney right now to eat lunch. Can I have my hamburger?
Okay.
And
Mr.
we're gonna
Andrew,
go back
got
and
an
talk
ad?
more business.
Hey, listen, I want everybody to know that I get options now when it comes to advertising, and it gives me the option of aggressive, balanced, or like, I can't remember what the word it uses, but basically light on the ads. And I have chosen light in the live stream specifically because, I'd want to maximize viewer enjoyment over advertising revenue on streams, especially since streams aren't really, I don't know, I don't think many people make a lot of money on live streams, like for ad rev anyways, that's for sure.
We have made an agreement. Obviously, we like to do things right in the legal process so that we don't mess up cases.
Mm-hmm.
We made an agreement to not speak directly with the media, but our attorney is more than happy
Oh, there you go.
to
Judy
speak to the
said it.
media. So, Valerie, if you're watching, Thomas Clay's ready to talk to you about our case. So we do appreciate that. Thomas already spoke to the Meade County.
Yeah,
publisher,
the ads
which
are
she's
just out
amazing.
by
She wrote a great
an
article.
AI
She even
now.
said to us, she said, I'm right down the middle. I don't have a side on this. She goes, I've just posted some facts. And we love that. So she
So
did.
this is like, hold on, I was talking over it. Let's just replay that real quick because he's talking about the reporter they've been talking to. I'm pretty sure, and I actually thought this was funny.
Says so that we don't mess up cases.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we made an agreement to not speak directly with the media, but our attorney is more than happy to speak to the media.
Yes.
So, Valerie,
Because he
if you're
doesn't want you doing it, and he's gonna get paid to do it.
watching, Thomas Clay's ready to talk to you about our case, so we do appreciate
Charter of Rights. Okay. Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
that. Thomas already spoke to the Meade County
Yes.
publisher, which she's amazing. She wrote a great article.
I
She even
was-
said to us, she said, "I'm right down the middle. I don't have a side on this." She goes, "I've just posted some facts." And we love that. So she did a good job. on her.
Everybody's correcting me. Okay, listen, it's got to be corrected officially. It's a charter of rights and freedoms. But again, at the same time, I mean, isn't it like potato? But that's kind of, anyways. Yes, you are correct, and thank you actually for correcting me. I really do appreciate it.
Article.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't read it, I posted it.
I shared a link, but there's been people saying that a couple of them couldn't get it to open. They were having issues, and I know one of them for sure
I'm
isn't
right,
full,
you
so
were
I'm
wrong.
gonna try to get that.
Republished.
Yeah, somehow.
And if you're close to Meade County, go buy the paper. It's like 50 cents. It helps, pay her for the work she does, and she does good work. And she wasn't excited. It wasn't like she's like a friend or anything trying to do something
I've never
for us.
met her. I didn't even recognize her today whenever I seen her.
So I just thought it was funny because then he said the reporter's like, I'm just writing it down, facts, I'm down the middle on this. And that's what you say to somebody when you know that what you're going to print is not necessarily going to be favorable of them. And you're like, hey, listen, I'm just stuck in the middle of this, I'm just doing my job. That's funny. This makes me laugh.
She was very matter of fact, which I can appreciate. So anyway, media, if you're interested, give Thomas Clay a call over this. As far as people who have civil rights cases, or if you think you have civil rights cases and you're looking to employ Thomas Clay, that probably is going to be unlikely unless you have a real severe case, because he is very, very busy. That's one thing he's asked. He said he doesn't mind, you can appreciate, and he also said to tell all of you, thank you for coming up with a retainer, because it's hard, for anybody to work for free.
But that means that he's getting out there and he's taking the cases and he's doing the work. And
He is
he's
working
doing the
hard.
work that we so desperately need to be
Have
done.
you ever noticed these two? Somebody else said earlier, said they're not sure who these people are, by the way. Well, I mean, I guess they're more of a recent hit lately, aren't they? But these two are just, I don't know. I kind of
Also said to tell all of you, thank you for coming up with a retainer, because it's hard, for anybody to work for free.
But that means that he's getting out there and he's taking the cases and he's doing the work. And
He is
he's
working
doing the
hard.
work
Oh,
that-
that's what I was going to say. These two love their lawyer every time they get a lawyer. Have you noticed that? If anybody's been watching them at all over the last, 6 months, they love their lawyer. They go, this lawyer is the best. It's the greatest lawyer ever. Sorry, I got a huge notification in my ear. It's like the greatest lawyer ever. And then it'll be like a few weeks from now, and they'll be like, that guy's a son of a bitch. He screwed us. It's like clockwork. It goes in a big circle.
we so desperately need to be done.
It's the real deal cases, the cases that need to be done.
We need more of him.
To make the system better. Like, that's what he's working on. And he knows it's a crack shoot.
Baby, if you got yourself more of that lawyer, you wouldn't
Is it
be
crap or crack?
I would say crap.
Like a butt crack?
you wouldn't be
crap.
stuck in all this legal
Crap shoot.
trouble.
Oh,
That's
like
for
craps,
sure.
like the game. Shooting
Okay,
crap.
anyway.
I don't know. But he knows the system's like that, and he's trying to fix it. And
Hey, Chris Collins, are you the one that I had it? Well, a little bit, I guess, in the comment. You know what? Hey, listen, I respect you for sticking around. I think we went back and forth a little bit at each other, didn't we? In over like these two getting arrested, I guess. I think if that was you, I mean, hey, listen, you're still around. That's kind of cool. I appreciate people that I don't know, have a backbone, I guess.
he knows there's a lot of bad actors in government. He's trying to fix that. He even represents people that were like whistleblowers and stuff like that were done wrong by the government, and he's good at that. But he has said he will be totally interactive and to express his love, and he's going to do a still video. We've already done some. He's going to do a still video for my next drop.
Hey, unclean hands.
Won't be my next drop, because I got one tomorrow already lined up. But a future video you're going to see, because listen to this, y'all. Here's the biggest news. They didn't delete it. We got the video.
Yeah, everybody's saying don't talk with your mouth full of food. You can wait.
I'm sorry, I'm hungry.
No shit. That's what I was thinking too. Here, hold on. Let's try to jump forward a little bit here, because I want to get where we're going here.
There are, very supportive people.
Oh, you know what? The whole thing's gold though, because here's where he bitches about the trolls. Actually, it's all the way to there.
Wonderful people, very people that totally agree with what we're saying, needing to do. Hopefully those people vote, because man, it's bad there. And the people that we're talking about that are Meade County residents and not inbred hillbillies.
Link once for help. Tim
Which
Hicks
is like
says,
almost all of them.
hey,
not
MC2, how
inbred
you doing,
hillbillies.
buddy?
There were just a few. And they happen to be in close proximity to the sheriff, apparently, which maybe that's the problem. You know, maybe that idiot Wimpy moved in there and brought a few bad apples with him, and maybe he's the corruption, you know, because he's the one that chooses his chief. He's the one that's refusing accountability. He's the one that's been grifting on the internet. He's the one that's been misusing funds that we found, which we'll be talking about that later. And his family benefits. And that's why.
Jesus
Takes a
Christ,
bit to
just
do
stuffing
stuff
it.
like that. So
Yeah, well, they got people in the right positions.
Let's
After the
get there.
fact, you know, we called FBI.
Oh, here we go. I called the FBI.
Pack, harness.
yeah, snap phase. I think I'm gonna
Yeah, audio device.
get everything charged up tonight. That way you guys can stop being shook around.
So far,
I'm gonna
never.
flip you though.
So far, nothing's been deleted, and we think that happened because immediately after the fact, you know, we called FBI, and they didn't have rights to this stuff. And it, you know, it might just be, it might just turn out.
Wasn't he saying he was an FBI informant, though? Isn't that what he was saying at some point? Oh my God, it's funny. I'm almost positive somebody was like, these two were. Somebody told me in my last video's comments that these two were saying that they were working with the FBI, and which probably, and he's probably right. The person was like, "What do you think the odds are they got an automated response back?" And that's like them working with the FBI. I knew they weren't informants, Courtney Dobbs says. I knew they were just called or emailed them. That doesn't... Are you the one that left that comment, Courtney? That's funny. I laughed. I was like, you know what? You're right. Like it's like, thank you for sending us this information. Please stay in touch with us and give us any other information that you may have regarding this. It's like, holy shit. I'm an informant, baby.
Been that this new prosecutor might have looked at that and said, why are you keeping their stuff? Like, why do you have their stuff? Because he did agree, you know, it, like I had a little phone tussle with him. Wasn't bad. I just think he came off negative right off the bat. Like, everybody has a false perspective off the bat from us because people like Wimpy and his gang of thugs like to lie about us. So
You were
it puts
arrested.
the other.
You were arrested. When you're arrested, your shit gets taken from you. Like, it's just standard protocol. Hey, listen, everybody out there, if you get arrested, put a 1 in the chat if you think they're going to take your stuff from you. Like, is that just standard? You figure, like, you're holding anything. I don't care if it's a goddamn Werther's original. I assume by the time I'm processed, I will not have a Werther's original in my pocket. And you know what? The guard might even eat it. I have no idea what will happen to that Werther's original. I just can promise you I will not have a Werther's original by the end of the day. So it's just, of course they're going to take it. And these two are like, they took it because they're conspiring. And who was it that said that they heard these two couldn't find their way out of a wet paper bag? I'm wrong, you were wrong. Is that you that said that? Somebody said it, and it's true, because we've all seen the elevator debacle.
Officers, the other officials in this expectation that they're going to be dealing with someone that's not cool, but that's not how it really is. They're lying. The people that say that about us are lying. So they get they start off on the left foot. Well, in this case, that might be the case with this prosecutor.
Oh, Judy, you think they'd give it a suck and then they'd put it back in the Werther's original packet and wrap it up? That's twisted. That's twisted. You know what? That's terrible. They'd even let it dry maybe a little bit, put it back in there, be like, here you go, eat your goddamn Werther's. And I'm going to leave it there. That all they did is suck on it. I'm assuming that they probably could do you know what? You're right. I don't want that Werther's back. I just realized that this is thank you. You know what? Thank you, Judy. You have just saved me. If I ever get arrested and they hand me back my goddamn Werther's original, I am throwing that thing out, okay? You've heard it here, folks. That thing's been put up a butthole. There's zero chance it hasn't been. 100%.
Because after we talked for a few minutes, and I was like, whoa, calm down, bro. Like, man, look, I'm not the guy you're making me have to be here. You know, I'm just saying, they had no right to our stuff. He said he'd look at it. And
you can't clean butthole off with an air dryer. That's the problem.
4 hours later, he agreed that he would give it back. And then he made good on that today. So I don't know what caused all that, but
that's how the vanilla gets on.
But he gave us our stuff back today.
It's come
he
full
didn't even
circle.
argue when the judge wasn't going to. The judge was going to kick us out without letting us be heard.
Well, we don't know that. Like,
Kinda, yeah. No, he pretty much said, he goes, I'm not even gonna hear this because we filed a motion a certain way or something. We filed it on a piece of paper.
yeah.
So I think he was just gonna kick it out. But since the prosecutor was not against us, and he even said, so kudos, Rick Harden, kudos.
Yeah, he even had
You
it
were
sitting on
fair.
the table.
He said, I got no problem giving her stuff back, Your Honor. That's what we're here for today. Yeah, that's how it went. Busy courtroom. We were the first up too. Like, it was almost like a movie, like they were setting up a scene for a movie.
Everything's a goddamn movie to this guy. He's like, it was like I was Julia Roberts taking on the corporations. Well, what movie was that again? I just remember she had like a clipboard and shit. Still looked like a donkey's butt though. I never thought Julia Roberts was very good looking. I don't know. Maybe in Pretty Woman, but even then, like she's pretty lanky. I don't know. I feel like she could have eaten a cheeseburger. It would have looked great on her.
It
Kind
was definitely a different feeling walking in there.
And state cops were parked off the highway for a route.
Yeah, we
Indiana
passed
and
two on the way
Kentucky?
home.
Both on the way there and on the way back.
Yeah.
Like, what do they think, they're leading the president somewhere? We're not we're nobody
No,
special.
They're making sure those people get out of Meade safely.
You people get out of here.
Oh, those people are gone past the last car.
It was
so
really weird though. Like
it was-
the level of security that they had and the intense searches that they were doing on people.
You just don't know. Like the thing is, like, you might have been. Like, I don't know what level of court he was in, but like I assume that like you're not the only asshole on trial that day. So the guy behind you might have been I don't know. Is it possible the guy behind him like next stabbed a person? Like, he doesn't know either. That's kind of. It's all for him. Yes, that's right. The government's after him, guys. That elevator detained him, and honestly, I think that he needs to make sure that he gets that elevator's badge number.
The fear of the cameras. Like they were saying, no cameras.
I couldn't
Hardcore.
even have my phone out of my pocket. She's like, put your phone in your pocket. I was like, it won't fit in my pocket. She's like, put it in your coat pocket. I was like, it's going to be okay.
When we were standing in front of the judge, listening to the judge say his spiel, I raised up one of my hands to put on my hip just to kind of be in a comfortable position, or thumb in my pocket just to sort of rest my arms down, because I didn't want to look like a monkey standing there. So I wanted to just kind of stick my thumbs in there. She comes up, she says, get your hands out of your pockets, and pulled my hand out of my pocket. I was like, what the fuck? My hand wasn't in my pocket. It was just my thumb.
Why do I like touching people so
I
much?
don't know, man.
Unwanted touching is a criminal charge.
They don't understand that, do they?
Stop. So stop, please.
And they're way overbearing, just crazy. Like they're
Yes.
so scared. And I'll give you a little bit of a heads up what to expect in an upcoming video that I've done. So apparently Wimpy last year, or maybe even this year,
It
wasn't
was
that long ago.
courtroom staff, not the judge.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my screaming beaver here. I think it's coming. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. See what happens.
Courtroom staff's the one that.
If it doesn't, I'll say it. But like, I'm waiting for screaming beaver.
My pocket. Is that interesting?
Yeah.
Let me get back on this track. So the sheriff, not long ago, went grifting. He wanted money. He wanted a bunch of money. He wanted $30,000 to buy his staff
Oh, this is
bulletproof
dumb.
vests.
And I showed you guys the poster when I was in there that is still hanging up asking for more money.
Yeah, they want you to keep donating for bulletproof vests. Now, here's the thing about the bulletproof vests, and there's going to be a lot coming in the video, so don't think this is everything that I'm giving you right now. $30,000 for 11 bulletproof vests. The company does not charge anywhere near that amount of money for 11 bulletproof vests, and the flyer to continue to donate for that is still hanging up in their office.
Oh, there's a screaming beaver. Hey, big bork little bite with a picture of a doggy, glad to see you didn't drown in vanilla yet. Hey, listen, if I ever hit 1 million subscribers, that's not happening. But if I will fill a small pool with vanilla, swear to God, depending on the price of vanilla, that pool may be smaller than I think. But hey, the statement has been said. Vanilla bath. Vanilla's expensive, guys. Maybe I'll make half of it out of like dyed water. Be like, it's all pure vanilla, I swear to God.
Or at their office. So they want you to keep donating for vests.
That's a Mr.
that they
Beast
had
video
paid
now.
for with less than half of the money that they already got. Now,
Wait,
Hey, Big Bork, Little Bite, thank you very much, by the way. I didn't properly finish that sentence off.
Well, the
No.
math is on the video.
It's not less than half. It's like
No, wait, because we don't know which model they got. In my video, I did the math on the absolutely most expensive vest that money can buy from that company.
Yeah.
And she was still high. And she said, most likely the one you're talking about is not going to be that. Anyway, it's in the video. But it is very questionable. You have to say where money is going if you're a sheriff. You have to show the budget. It is absolutely public, even if it's a donation, because those charities don't just go in the people that work there's pockets. They are to facilitate the needs of the agency, and it's nonprofit. So anytime there's any type of donation that goes to a sheriff's department, you're talking about the government. We're not talking about for Philip Wimpy himself, his person. We're talking about money that was to distribute items to the agency's employees. And the record's all botched on it, guys. So yeah, upcoming video. It'll be a good one. It's got way more than that in that video. That's just one topic that's covered in the video. I'll probably do an hour on it altogether. So anyway, we've got some
the
major stuff in the
bulletproof
chute.
vest thing. So the problem with that sentence of his is, first of all, a lot of times they're going to have models of bulletproof vests that are not part of the normal, that are not part of like their normal range of equipment is the thing. Hold on, I'm just looking at something here. Anyways, they yeah, normally they'll have like equipment that's not part of their normal range. It'll be like government issue or like police issue equipment, stuff like that. They're so like for him to be like they don't even sell ones that expensive is like they might not sell it to pedestrians, and you're not going to typically find that on the website. The other thing is a lot of times when governments are doing procurement contracts for things like that, they actually end up paying. Piece of my shit fell down back here. I got this little piece of cardboard you can see right there. And it's hot glued up by that black light. So the black light doesn't shine this way. It just shines down and it's hanging. So I'll have to hot glue that later. Hot glue, high tech. But anyways, so there's a good chance that these guys are not talking apples to apples when they talk about the equipment and how that all works. So I don't know. I don't know what to say to that other than that there's absolutely a great possibility that the certified government level issue ones that they're getting are actually like twice or even 3 times more expensive than like a regular pedestrian one. And truthfully, they might actually even be the same product. But like a lot of times when the government buys things, there's like a hefty markup on it. And that's not the government's fault. That's business being business because they know the government has deep pockets and they can get away with it. And that's usually how that works. So, I mean, what he says again, it's all conspiracy. Everything's a conspiracy. He doesn't really have any evidence, but you know, conspiracy.
We are going to refrain from discussing more like we've already talked about so much. We've already shared so much with you.
Honestly, I have no idea what imitation vanilla is. NANA. Like I said the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck is vanilla extract anyways? Like, it's probably chemicals that taste like vanilla.
That you are
like artificial vanilla extract, you know?
Almost like a honeypot of never-ending content that we already have lined up with this footage and stuff and particularly on Meade County. Now, don't forget that the reason I was in Meade County is because desperately I'm trying to handle the stuff over in Hardin County, which is a whole nother topic on its own that needs this type of
I'd send
coverage.
this guy
You know,
Beaver
I think
vanilla
it's actually tied.
cookies, that's for sure.
But that's happening now too. You know, I got to actually contact that attorney and give him the records we finally got after getting beat up and all that stuff. And you're going to be blown away by what we did get in those records requests. Finally got them. And it's like, we haven't even had time to really look at them, but what's in there would have made multiple video content on its own on the fraud case. You guys are going to be blown away by what we got on that.
Let me guess, it'll all be circumstantial like usual. NANA coming in with a 666. Hail, Satan. And he says, I use imitation vanilla. It is Beaver, or is it Beaver ass juice? I don't know, and I don't care. You know what? If it was real Beaver, you know, you have to pay. This is the reality of life, okay? You have to pay real money for Beaver ass juice. Seriously, look it up. Castoreum or Castorum? I should know this, but I don't. And it comes from the gland that is awfully close to the butthole. It's basically considered close enough that you might, you know, you're not, there's almost, there's no reason to separate the two. You're basically chowing butt. Like, it's all there is to it. Hey, listen, there is something we do around here when we get enough things going on, and I have 666 Hail Satan from NANA, and I have $2 from Bork. What was it? Big Bork Little Bite, and that is enough for me to say, you know what? American money meme. Those were American ducats. Thank you for your American ducats. Here you go.
$1.83 American. What are we gonna get with that?
That's right. God damn it! Look what we're gonna get with $1 something American.
Love that exchange rate.
You damn straights. Now hold on. This guy's got a nickel. Okay.
Would the masters care for anything else?
Think we're good.
That's right.
Thanks.
Oh my God! It's American.
Oh, a nickel. You see this?
You see that son of a bitch nickel?
I quit. That's
right.
My own hotel.
Man, that's got to be like 82 Bratislavan dollars or something. I'm not entirely sure, but hey, building hotels is cheap in Bratislava. Okay, don't judge. It's they do okay though. They do okay.
I got a really good feeling that
if you're from Bratislava, I love you too. I'm sorry. I really apologize. It's America. Fuck yeah. There you go, Annie. Hey, listen, hey, other currency types are welcome. I myself have Canadian rubles, okay? No hate. But listen, we got to pay respect, okay? Plus, I mean, I got to be honest with you. It's like, I don't know if it's like 80% of my audience is American. So I gotta lick that boot. I love you guys. Oh my God.
Judge is going to end up dismissing.
I really do.
Over there in Hardin County. He should, and I think he will. So everything's on track. It's just we keep getting thrown for these loops, these crazy loops. And the damages are so unnecessary. And we don't need any more damages. We just want to be able to hold a government accountable, and we want to be able to publish stories of both good work and bad work. And we want the supervisors of these agencies to take action when they got a bad apple. And we publish both good and the bad. Matter of fact, there's a sheriff in the county of Scott, Indiana, by the name of Jerry Gooden, who we've had several videos with, who we're reaching out to at this point because we were going to go there and kind of publish an event that's going on that's made a lot of media. Thank you, Brandon Mitchell, with the $5.
Piece is like 300 Canadian. That's funny. Our currency does okay. It's like, what is it, 70 something cents to the dollar? I don't know. Sometimes it gets into the 60s. That's when it's getting a little sad. But we've been as much as when I bought my car, it was like $1.25 American for $1 Canadian dollar. That was some sweet times. But you know, I know you love me.
It's appreciated. He didn't even have nothing to say. He just wanted to throw $5 up there to say keep it up.
Gifted a membership.
Keep it up, brother. You know us.
Thank you very much.
Back down.
There's gonna be a screaming beaver.
But yeah, so there's been some issues with the budgets out there in Scott County, and you know, we were wanting to sort of get in there and see if we could help out with the discrepancies because they're making mainstream media an argument between the sheriff and his council, the county council.
Hey, something that just changed actually too. That's actually awesome with memberships. Okay. It's always been difficult to add value to memberships, okay? Membership streams are great, members-only streams, but they tend to be, they're less energetic because there's only so many people in there, especially if you're not like a massive channel that has hundreds and hundreds or thousands of members. So there's the Scream Egg Beaver. Got to pay respect. Thank you very much. Pope Phil, I forgot my checkbook. I'll have to pay you in change. I appreciate your American ducats. Don't worry, we're working our way up to another meme. And Mr. Toffee, while I'm mentioning it, gifted 1 Beaver Zero membership. I'm going to turn that scream down. We all don't need to lose our ears. There you go. I really appreciate it. And then Vegas Baby Girl is flexing her 28-month, showing my second favorite Beaver love. Ooh, I don't want to ask who your first is. Self-love is important, though, okay? Everybody remember that. Mr. Toffee's member for 13 months. It's been a while since I caught a live. It's been a while since I did a live. I think I said that a little earlier. That's not on you, buddy. And Screaming Beaver time. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. I really appreciate the support. 10 Beaver Zero memberships. Jesus. Okay. Wow. I was just about to possibly do something similar, but my God. Thank you. That's crazy. I really appreciate it. Screaming Beaver time. 2AHD cat. Cat diecast? You changed your name a lot. It's always something slightly variation, or am I wrong? But thank you very much. Screaming Beaver time with a question mark and a smiling face. 2 American ducats, and you definitely were not under like over exaggerating the Screaming Beaver. Anyways, I've kind of lost track of myself here. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the members thing. Okay, so the thing is, it's always been hard to add value to memberships. And one of the big things that they just changed, actually, which is actually really fantastic, is we can actually issue videos public immediately for members. And then we can schedule their release for non-members, which is really cool. Because that means, God willing, if I can get on some sort of like schedule for myself, because that's my issue in life, a person could actually release the videos like a day or 2 days in advance for members and give them like added value, and then have it go live for everybody else. So that in itself is kind of a huge change that just occurred in the last few weeks, and I'm kind of excited for it. So yeah, NANA, thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships. And then Pope Phil has been a member for 5 months, and 2 live streams seems about right. No, we're going to try. Hey, it's been 2 weeks exactly to the day. We're trying to do this a little bit more. I'm just going to turn Screaming Beaver down because there's been so many. But hey, listen, I really appreciate it. And wow, the 10 memberships, that's crazy. So, you know, I'm going to try to put out more videos, and some of the members are going to get that a little bit early now. So that's the big thing here. So I've been talking too long now. If I talk too long, we lose viewers, guys.
And maybe more. But they are button heads bad out there, and we really wanted to be able to get in there and help.
Oh, we're right here. We're right here. This is the juice, everybody. This is what we're waiting for right here. I couldn't skip all the way there. We had to go through it. Oh, Courtney Dobbs becoming. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's all the people getting memberships. I'm just going to kill that sound for right this second.
Help. You know, let's, at least, get people to be more on a level page so that they can conduct the county business properly.
10 members.
But anyway, yeah, that's what we were going to work on. And that's not against anybody. All of our stuff isn't like against anybody. The only time we've got content that is against somebody is when they've done something to hurt someone. Vanessa, thank you so much with the 5 pounds. I appreciate it. I need to put 5 pounds in my belly, guys. I'm starving.
And I'm sitting here trying to wait for more trolls to pop up so I can remove them because I don't have the time or the patience for them.
Yeah, if you're a troll or you're here to attack, it won't do you much good, because as soon as you pop in there with something like that, we're just going to delete you from the channel.
Or at least so we can't see you.
We don't play.
If we don't see you and we don't hear you, that's okay.
I'm all about, speaking free.
All right, here it is, everybody. Here's what you've been waiting for, okay? Here's how he truly feels about your First Amendment.
Really on opinion.
Right, but it is a different thing whenever you are putting people down continuously and you're not even acknowledging the actual situation of what's going on.
Yeah, they don't even watch the videos. They don't care about the content. They only care to attack. Those are the ones that we try to kick out. And if you've ever just made a comment that went against something, please understand this, guys. I don't always get it right the first time. Mm-hmm. There's been times where I've accidentally removed someone from the channel.
I was gonna have a shot in a second. Don't worry. Yeah, we're on board, buddy. I'll have a shot of Kraken here in a minute.
Based on something that they had said, and that is not what I mean to do. I have done that and put them back on the channel because they came to me and said I was just expressing my opinion. Well, the reason it happened, and this is what happened in that scenario, we had just had one of the troll channels that had stolen like 7 or 8 videos in a row. They just steal our content, literally just copy our content and play it on their channels, and then talk smack about who we are as people. And then like all these followers of theirs were coming over here just attack. So
he's not talking about me specifically. I'm not that. Listen, I'm not for public safety. I don't think everything's about me. But let's face it. What are we doing right now?
I was reading my notifications and trying to say hi to everyone and thank people and stuff. And I saw attack. And then that one opinion. And I didn't know it was one opinion because it looked like the attacks to me, and I was on a mission to get rid of the bad guys,
Get rid of the bad guys. The guys, the bad guys. We're all the bad guys, guys. Hey, everybody, ladies, guys, if you go in there and you're giving them opposing opinions, he's after you. He's on a mission because you're bad guys. See how their minds work? Like, if you're not with them, you're against them. That's for damn straights. Like, and so he's saying, like, if I ever go, like, fucking hide wild on you guys, like, you know, I'm sorry, but, like, I'm just driving our opinions home. Nobody cares what anybody else thinks. And meanwhile, I'll be honest with you, my hidden list on my channel, I bet you it's only I don't know, there might be 20 people in there. Most of them are probably bots, actually, to be honest with you. So it's just, I don't know, it's a different way of being. You can say whatever you want, barring some really heinous shit. So, I mean, if it starts getting in the realm of, you know, affecting TOS and stuff, that's what get you removed on my channel. And yeah, I know that Team Skeptic is the same way, and I believe a lot of our channels are like that because I do respect your opinion. I might think it's absolutely ridiculous, but, you know, it's there.
I accidentally had deleted that person, but I brought them back after they sent me a message.
They will eventually,
so
that's for sure.
If you've ever just had...
Hey, we were talking about that. Hey, I don't know if you were here, but Team Google won. So just so you know, like, it's going to be a rough fight for Team Amazon, Meta, and who was the other one? It was Apple. That's right. They're going to have to, at least two of those are going to have to team up and make like a majority team or something like that. Because I after doing a simple poll, I think that in the corporate wars that Google's going to be kind of hedging, you know, so.
An opinion on something and I've come back negative.
I said hedging, not edging. That's different. You do that with a different tool too.
About it, because I promise you that is not. I don't mind having an opinion that doesn't line up with ours. I like constructive criticism.
Hey, Judy.
Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
Beaver Zero has imitation vanilla.
We love you too.
We do not put up with imitation vanilla on this channel. It is pure ass candy. That's all we have around here. Okay, if you're not down with the straight Beaver vanilla, then yes, I short formed that, and I already regret it.
And then Cliff.
Cliff, what's up, buddy?
It may be North Korea. I don't know. I don't know where.
Read out loud what he said.
He says, here if you're not from here. Where's here? North Korea or U.S.?
Well, see, they don't represent. No, let's make that clear, too, because Meade County residents are upset that those people are trying to speak for them. The real Meade County residents are saying,
yep,
you know, we don't agree with that behavior of the assholes that are doing that to you. And we thank you all for standing up and saying that to us and being supportive. Yeah, so we got to get back over to our lawyer.
He was upset. He was upset that they made fun of him for not understanding how an elevator works. He really was, on 100%. I think I've heard him comment on it a few times, and he absolutely, he put it on there. Like, he had the time to, I don't think it was live. I think it's on a video, isn't it? I'm almost positive it was on a video, but I'll have to double check that. So that could be hearsay, but I'm almost positive it was on an uploaded video, at which point he actually had the opportunity to not include that. But instead, and actually, oh, that's right. I did it on the last live stream, wasn't it? He actually literally at the end of the video is like, we're going to have to like sue because they can't do that. He ended the video on, they detained me in an elevator. He's a dumb guy. I'm sorry, Chris. I think his name is Chris. I'm sorry, buddy, but you are missing a couple absolute nuts and bolts. There's a few loose fixtures. It's okay. I don't think you're gone. I don't think you're like a lost cause. I think these fixtures could be tightened. Holy shit, $20 more. All right, we'll do a shot. Just let him talk for one more second here.
Gonna eat a bowl of chili while we came over here to Wendy's and grabbed a sandwich.
Yeah.
So we're gonna scarf our sandwiches down, get back to our lawyer's appointment. And
hold on, they haven't said the fucking First Amendment right bullshit. I did not take that quote out like of nowhere.
Video queued for tomorrow at 5:30.
It's coming.
Our time. 702 and you with $20. Thank you so much. Love you, Tiffany. Screw these trolls.
Yes.
Oh, and
like
you love me too. Well, we love you too.
Yes.
And fuck the trolls. You know,
we're at least going to make it so we don't have to see the trolls.
Out
of sight, out of mind.
Trolls we completely block all the way, every time, immediately. Like, we have nothing to do with that drama that's in the YouTube community. We do not play that game at all. Not on either side. I mean, there's been channels that we are supportive of who have asked us to be involved in hammering some trolls, and we've rejected that. We said, no, we don't want to get involved in that whatsoever. That's always been our take, and we're very much respected on that when it comes to the channels that we do support. They respect us immediately when we say we don't want a part of that. But the trolls, they won't quit. They are literally the same human beings that are out on the planet that harass victims. And then we have to differentiate, me and her have to differentiate the actual people in the areas that are not doing it as YouTube channels, but just harassing victims. So, and they're all on the same level.
Okay, I can't remember which shitty part of what I've said he basically says here. He says first, because it is near the end, but I think the juice is right here.
Just take a fucking hike, right? And by that I mean get the fuck out of America,
So now he's already saying that, like, if you like, I mean, I'm pretty sure
when we say we don't want a part of that. But the trolls, they won't quit. They are literally the same human beings that are out on the planet that harass victims. And then we have to differentiate, me and her have to differentiate the actual people in the areas that are not doing it as YouTube channels, but just harassing victims. So, and they're all on the same level. They can just take a fucking hike, right? And by that I mean get the fuck out of America.
So, like, I don't even fully understand what he's saying here. Like, so he's obviously painting himself as a victim, and him and his wife as a victor, girlfriend, whatever. It's common law. I don't know how long they've been together. Either way, and like, and so like he has any right to tell other Americans to get out of the country, because what? Because they have a different opinion or they think you're an idiot. I hate to tell you, but they're allowed to think you're an idiot. They really are. It's everything that you guys talk about. Oh, but you don't, because hold on a minute, they don't believe that you have First Amendment rights.
Don't care where you go.
And we don't want you guys to feel like you can't comment because you're being attacked by, just put your 2 cents in on something that you should be able to.
Comment. As a matter of fact, let me know that what they're doing, and I will, if they actually are trolls, which you wouldn't report it to me if they weren't. I will read what they said to you, and if I agree that they're trolls, I'm kicking them from my channel.
Yep.
I mean, I respect your ability to run your channel. I do. I respect your ability to do whatever you want on your channel, have fun. I just don't think it's very transparent. And for a channel that talks about fighting for your rights and how it's all about accountability and stuff like that, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's like when Direct D hid me from his channel because I asked him too many poignant questions, I think, actually is the answer to that. And, we don't want him asking too many of those questions in my chat. People might start to think maybe he's got a good point. And then you get hidden. So, I mean, the thing is, I respect his right to control the chats in his channel. And he is allowed to do that because he's not a government agency. I just don't know that I respect his reasoning behind it. That's all.
I'm not government. I don't owe nobody nothing on that level.
We don't have to respect your First Amendment. The First Amendment
we do respect your First Amendment.
We do.
See, watch him catch her there. 33-48. I just want to make sure I don't go stupid places. Here.
Yep.
I'm not government. I don't owe nobody nothing on that level.
We don't have to respect your First Amendment. The First Amendment
we do respect your First Amendment.
We do, but I'm just
saying. But we
saying,
know what your First Amendment is.
They're saying that we have to.
Well, no, what they think is that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not required to in that sense. However, am I not, like, it's not, I don't know, it's pretty disingenuous to talk about how much you love the Constitution, but then when push comes to shove, you're put in this situation where you don't actually feel like people that aren't sharing the same opinion as you are allowed to really share their opinion. I don't know how else to state this. It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
They're so dumb they won't learn what the constitutional rights are, is that they apply to the government. Yeah. Not they are ours. That's all of ours.
Safeguard.
But they're laws that the government has to follow. So when you say, I have a First Amendment right to hold my phone and chase you around and call you names.
This is where they draw a distinction between what people it's almost like comical, to be honest with you. Basically, they're saying this is the difference between, harassment and not harassment, and it's whether or not you're a government official.
names.
No, you don't.
No, you
That's
don't.
harassment.
That's not First Amendment. First Amendment would mean that I'm a police officer and you have the right to record me while I'm working. But a civilian just chasing someone around, calling names and holding the phone and having no legitimate purpose to communicate, that is illegal. That's what that is. So
let me get this straight. If the defining line, by their own words, between harassment and not harassment is whether or not the person is a government official. That's it. That's it. All of the things that they, in their own words, have just said is actual literal harassment of a human being is extremely acceptable if they are a government official. And how in the F do they not see the point that we're always making? How are they that blind to the words that they say? That is ridiculous. They literally just spelled out all the things that we say about them, that they harass government officials. They just admitted to it. If that was not a government official, it would be harassment. I mean, it's just that these people, like auditors in general, these people. See, there it is. Oh my God, cancel Beaver. That's it. Hashtag canceled Beaver. I don't want to cancel the Beaver ever, but that's a different Beaver. But hey, listen, these people, I don't know. It's just, I don't know how they can't see. It's like looking through a window for everybody else, and they're just like, we're so special.
All right, us people, we need to get back over here.
We people are out of here.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Hey, he knows. This guy knows. That was almost too perfect. It's kind of creepy.
Love you guys, and thank
See you on the next
so
one.
much.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you.
Yes, we love you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys, by the way, for the Mr. Toffee's coming in with 5 Beaver Zero memberships. Here, I'll turn the volume back on that so we get a little bit of Beaver in our life. You know, everybody needs to be a bit of Beaver in their life. I have a little bit more here. We're not quite done. I got something that came in near the end here. Hold on. Nope. I don't know if anybody's seen this. It's like 3 weeks old. It's only like 755 views. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I thought maybe we could watch it. It is 26 minutes long, though. So that's one thing. What else did I have here? I'm trying to see what else I had here. I think that's the juiciest piece of meat. I can't. Okay, well, this one is super short, so we actually could jump into this real quick. So this is fresh out of UK. I think it's the UK. I don't quite know yet. It's, well, I mean, I think this is it. If somebody can break down what he says at the beginning, then just let me know.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time around here, the rain is still coming down and we are just approaching. Bang in front is the Spanish consulate.
Wait a minute. That's the Spanish consulate?
So here we are. It's got
that
the flag there. We've got the European.
Yeah, that's... Wait a minute. Is that a Spanish flag? Enhance. I can't enhance. I don't know how to... Wait, can I enhance? No, I can't enhance. Just imagine I enhanced. Wait, can I enhance? Wait. Enhance. I can enhance. Holy shit. Does anybody know what flag that actually is, first of all? Because I was watching this video, and the first thing I noted is he said that was a Spanish flag, and I'm like, hold the phone a minute. That ain't no Spanish flag. Does anybody in the chat know what flag that is? I'm only going to give you like 20 seconds. I don't think you're very far behind me, but you might be. Romanian. Oh, you nailed it. How did you do that so fast? See, I know because I have the power of foresight, but I don't know if I could have just randomly picked out the Romanian flag like that. But good job. Damn. So anyways, Romanian flag. So let's just continue.
Flag flying as well.
So not the Spanish embassy or consulate.
This, I've got a feeling that they're going to be on to us in no time here. But if we try to be sly...
Like, you know that you're... Like, of all the things to audit, like, do you... Oh, I got to take a shot. It's right here. Do you not believe that maybe, perhaps, you might end up on, like, different lists? Like, can you imagine trying to travel after this? And, like, you're going to Romania, and now your name's on some list of a bunch of... Because they will 100% figure out who you are. Like, you were already being looked into by whatever secret service they have, like, the moment this occurred. That's the thing. It's crazy. I don't know if it's worth it.
There's nothing really to see.
You had a Romanian girlfriend? That must have been hot. I don't-
Get out of there. Here we go.
I mean, I've seen a lot of hot Romanian chicks. That's why I said that.
Not in there. Excuse me, he's made a mistake.
The Black Exotic channel?
No videos.
Yeah, you don't get to tell us what to do.
Mr. Andred, I don't know what we're talking about. Is this a YouTube channel? Black Exotic? Hold on, I'm writing it down. Black Exotic. Hold on, let me get my pen. You know what? No, I have to write this down. It'll never be remembered if I don't write it down. So I'm gonna write this down, and then later my wife's gonna be like, "The fuck is Black Exotic?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's just some website, baby." No, it's a new sex toy. Yeah, that's what I'd say to her. That would be enough to get her to walk away, I bet. Anyway.
No, it is Romanian embassy.
I don't care if it's a Romanian embassy. It's your grandma's house.
It's not
I
your
don't
house.
care.
It's not your house. It's
I don't
embassy.
care.
I'm getting the shot ready. Don't worry, buddy.
It's a consulate as well, not an embassy.
Yeah, it is an embassy.
Yeah, consulate.
embassy.
Consulate.
Yeah, so
Slightly different. You're not telling me what to do out here, mate. Not a chance. You're not telling me what to
taking video
do.
of
Yes, I
embassy.
am. Yes.
We have a new best friend, Judy. It's called The Domi 2 by Lovins. You should look at it if you haven't. It comes on journeys with us.
You're not supposed to take it.
We don't go anywhere. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We don't go places. We go here places. Yep. We do staycations because we're poor. But that's okay. I'm okay with it. I like staycations.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
How can you?
How can I not? You tell me why I can't.
It's a public place, mate. You're not supposed to take a video. Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah. Are you a reporter?
Me. I'm Scott.
Sorry?
Scott.
So what? You are not a reporter. What is the reason you are taking a video?
What's the matter to you?
It's embassy.
I don't care if it's an embassy or it's your grandma's house.
We have a policy.
Your policy is for you, not for me.
Yeah, it's for our building.
Yeah, the policy is for your building, not for me.
Yeah, but you're taking building video. Yeah,
I mean, he's generally wrong in a lot of the things he's saying. I mean, let's face it. We know he's wrong. In most free countries, he's wrong. You are allowed to record as long as it's not like lewd activity or like voyeurism, and stuff like that. You're allowed to record people in public. He's right in almost every Western nation, basically. Like not this guy, the other guy, obviously, but you know what I mean? Not the guy on the screen, the other guy, the guy talking, sadly. But he is right. But it's just stupid. Why the fuck would you go to a consulate? And you know what the thing is? Honestly, I'm going to bring it right back here for 1 second. And like this right here, the fact that he goes, oh, it's the fucking Spanish consulate. Does that not scream to me, I'm just out with the boys and basically I saw a consulate, so I turned on my camera and decided to record something? Like it's just, I don't know. They're exercising their rights, I guess, sure.
For me.
Yeah, but you're taking building video.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, no. That's my legal right.
Taking a video of me.
Yeah, that's my legal right. I'm allowed to do that.
No, it is a data protection.
No, it isn't data protection. Data protection only applies.
You can't take a photo.
Shush, child. Data protection applies to companies, not individuals.
Yeah, it's for individuals. You can't take.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Well, guess what?
You can't take. So
I am. Look, I'm recording you now. Look.
So you are saying I can take a photo of you?
Yes, but then I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course you can. Yes.
No.
That is the law in this country, bro.
Video of it and we can ask for that copy.
Wow, this guy didn't have a clue what we were on about.
Slam the door, mate.
What a sausage.
Yeah.
What a sausage. If you keep your phone there, I can record your phone from there.
I don't think he's allowed to ask for the copy. They also go along and make shit up as they go too. They're like mostly right, and then they're like, you can't do that, you can't do that. It's like when they're like, the cop's not allowed to come tell me I'm parked on private property. They haven't called the police yet. It's like, no, I mean he can stop and say, hey bro, you're on private property, and they're gonna tell you to get off of here. It's like they make up these fucking rules, like they're not allowed to do that. Like, give it a break. My friends used to say to me when I was a kid, my dad was a police officer, but this is regardless. I'd still think these people are stupid as hell. I was a teenager, and even my friends would say the dumbest shit. They'd say, we had an ice road, okay? There was a spot in town where you could literally see the houses across the river, but they were like 30-something minutes away by car because you had to go all the way down because there's a river there, and you have to cross on the one bridge and then come all the way back. And so it was actually quite a journey. In the winter, though, it's like 4 feet thick of ice. So they would literally, and it's like on the map like that even. Like they would literally just plow a ice road from one point from where the normal government dock is for like putting boats in the water. They would just plow an ice road and maintain it between 2 points, like right there. We're talking like 400 yards, maybe 450 yards, 500 yards. Not even that far. I swear to God, I think I'm over exaggerating, but it would make their drive 30 something minutes to like 1 minute to go home. So half of the year or a third of the year, it was an ice road there. My friends would say to me, oh, if the police are ever chasing you, you just drive out onto the ice road. They're not allowed to follow you out onto the water because they don't have any jurisdiction. That's Coast Guard. And technically, they're kind of right, but they're not. I remember just saying to my friends, I'm like, I think we were like 15, and I'm like, all I'm saying is try it and see how it goes for you. Because I doubt they are just going to stop like some sort of comedy sketch where they slam the brakes on. Holy shit, they hold on and the vehicle stops right before it hits the edge of the ice. And they're like, oh, we're not allowed to go there. Like, okay, sure. That's how that's going to go. People make up the greatest things ever. I think it's hilarious.
Wow. Well, this guy
Did my dad ride a horse? He had a Crown Vic like all good North American police did.
Yeah. Bare uneducated. That was crazy. Yeah,
every police force in North America was just made of Crown Vics.
Silly security guard. I'll give him one thing. He had his SIA badge on. Well, it wasn't visible, but it didn't have to be on show. It has to be on display. Display. It don't matter. It don't have to be. So it just has to be there. It doesn't have to be visible or readable to you. It just has to be on display. That is my understanding. Anyone in the comments correct me if I am wrong, but I am pretty sure that I am.
But anyways, they even, and then look at, so they have to lock the doors on them. NA, I still got the you know what? Here, hold on. For NA wanted a shot, but this goes to all of my people. By the way, I'm thinking of changing the membership. You guys might, I think it's going to become like the Church of Beaver or something, which I'll try to keep it as PG as possible. I don't want it to be too overt. But yeah, the Church of Beaver. Listen, you got a name like Beaver, you got to work with it. Oh, God, this stuff is like straight fire. Oh, it's like 47%. Okay, one more. Oh, that is just spice. Oh my. That is. Ooh. All right. So they've wow, I am on fire. They have, I'm not a drinker, you know. I'm like choking on fire here. They shut the door. They locked it. And so now the lineup's already piling up. Like, actually, to be honest with you, this place is busy.
These guys can't get into the building because they've locked it. So they're not even letting the people in now. We're not trying to stop people going or anything like that. We're just, you know, just doing this little audit, aren't we, guys? So yeah, I'm going to make sure we give them some space. We're not going to prevent these people from going about the daily business. It's not what we want to do at all. I imagine they probably called the police, so we'll just keep back a little bit and.
Well, those old Crown Vics, they used big block V8s. They had massive engines in them. Like, they like weren't the same Crown Vics as the, like, I think most of the Crown Vics were like 6-cylinder, but they had like, holy shit, NA. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, back in a minute.
Okay, but I can't drink all night. This is 50% almost. It's intoxicating very quickly.
There's a bit of a crowd gathering outside. I imagine it won't be long until the police arrive, so...
Jesus Christ, NA, it's crazy. This guy's insane. But anyways, okay, so that's quite a pile already. Look at this bullshit.
And into the building again.
So that was caused by him in like a moment. Like, look at this. Can you imagine doing that to a consulate in this day and age? There's literally like, there's like rioting occurring at airports in Russia trying to, I don't know if you guys heard. I'm still dying from that shot. So thank you for the donations, NANA. I'm like choking on the heat in my chest. I don't know if you guys heard, but like they stormed an airport in Russia looking for an airplane that came from Tel Aviv because they wanted to assist some Jewish people in I don't know, ritual spinal decompression through neck ligature kind of. They wanted to fucking hang them. It's so bad. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it because that's already enough to get a demonetized stream right there. But like that, like, and then this literally is like 3 days ago this happened. And I think they also stormed, they gathered outside a hotel because they heard there was a few of them in there, a few of the Jewish people, and they wanted to do the same thing. They wanted to assist them in not living anymore. So like, and then these guys roll up on an embassy, and yes, it's Romania, but it's like, it's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. You're an animal, and he is an animal. According to Coded Friend, more than 2 drinks, you're an alcoholic. Really? Do you have work tomorrow? I have work to do tomorrow, yes. What's up, Beaver Zero? Mike 71, how's it going? Woo! Here, let's just, okay, so this is the mess he made.
There we go. They finally came to the senses, it seems.
Jesus Christ, Andy.
Why? I don't know, but managers must have made a decision and said, you know what, we need to get these people inside. You know, the people outside the film, they're not doing that wrong.
Don't worry, US dollars will get through.
Making
America!
Well,
that's funny, so I'll read it better in a second.
Spanish citizens.
Okay, so who gives a shit about what he says? So he made that mess, and then, as suspected, let's see, this is his bros here, but as suspected, I think, yep, here it is. I was like, buddy, they're gonna get visited instantaneously.
Let's do it.
Because I watched this 20 minutes after it came out.
Make sure you hit the like button. Guys, till next time, stay safe, peace, and respect.
You speak Romanian?
No.
You speak English? Yeah. So my colleague from the security said that.
No.
This is 100% Romanian Secret Service. These will be, I mean, I don't want to use the word spies because spies is so cliche, but like that is 100% what these two gentlemen are. These are plainclothes agents for the Romanian government who have already come by to see what these, and that's not a big deal in itself. Like, it's like, ooh, but it's like, way to get yourself on a list. They're going to find out who you are. They're going to put you on a list. And yeah, that probably won't hurt you at all. But I mean, I don't know. Do you ever want to go to Romania? I mean, I'd be a little worried about going to Romania now because they keep track of that shit.
For our protection, for our safety.
Hope Phil for 2 American ducats. Don't worry, US dollars will get through. America. And Big Bork Little Bite for another 2 American ducats. I missed the repelling chili. He picked your nose. Hey, repelling chili is actually a rare now. So think about it like this, okay? He's actually in there. He's like a rare candy. Every once in a while, you're going to get a repelling chili. I swear to God, he's there. I'll have to double check that, but like, I did not take him out of the options. But what it is he's like a 1 in, I can't remember the chances of him spawning. So you got to think of like Pokemon. Like, and it's not like trying to draw out donations from people to try to get chili to spawn, but like, all jokes aside, like he will show up occasionally. So it's like, he's become like more of a treat now. Isn't it fun? Because he kind of was he'd interrupt a little bit. You could talk over the yelling, screaming beaver, but the chili was just, he was so loud. He was threatening to dox you the whole time. It was very destabilizing, you know? Thank you very much, Big Bork Little Bite. I might turn up the intensity of chili Like the odds of a chili spawn. How's that? I can look into that for next stream.
You can't lie and say we've done something. I can't lie and say you've done something.
Okay. The only thing is, we came to see that you can't kill inside. That's the purpose
I
of
still intend to release chili as a green screen at some point. I just never got around to it. I also never got around to putting this lipstick I have right here on. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys right now. If you think I didn't spend the whole year... No, I'm not putting this on right now. But if you think I didn't spend the whole year thinking about that time I promised to make a fool of myself putting on makeup, I didn't. I didn't at all. In fact, this makeup has been sitting right where I showed you it was the entire time. Because I suck, but I have good intentions.
As long as we're outside and we can see in.
Oh, no. We're going to... I still stand by it. That will be a member stream. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to do it around the same time. December will be a good month for that.
Yeah.
Like the time I promised to do it and then didn't, like a year later. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's what we tried to explain to him.
Well, if that door's open, I can film inside from here.
And if you were a member, hey, I mean it when I say, if you're listening to this right now and you were a member a year ago when I promised to make an ass of myself and you're not anymore, then by all means, you hit me up in Discord. You let me know somehow. Email me. I don't care. I will send you a link. I will find a way for you to watch it if you want to watch it. So just let me know if that's an issue.
I come inside, guys. Nothing like that. Yeah. No worries.
Make a video or whatever inside.
Yeah, we're not going to come inside, I promise you. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah, we've got no intentions for that. We're done now anyway. We're going to go now anyway, lads.
That's the only thing I wanted to do.
No worries at all, man.
We didn't go inside. We want attempting to go inside.
Have a good day, fellas. Yeah, it sounds as there was a bit of an almost language barrier, but it meant that you not film inside. Like, don't go inside and film.
What? We don't need that content. Okay, this is kind of funny before we get to the next video. The title of this is Breaching Our Bail Live. So we are dealing with a absolute set of straight up evil geniuses here, guys. We have to be careful when we are dealing with people that are this goddamn smart. Okay? Because like this is the kind of like I don't even know how to describe it. Like this kind of like Machiavellian kind of like evil, you know what I mean? Is just it's just crazy.
Let's do it, guys. Let's make sure let's breach that bail hard. Breaching.
So there's not much to see here, but this is apparently a breaching bail party of some sort. So they're all out breaching their bail, hanging out together probably, that's probably what their bail says. They're not allowed to associate with each other because they did something stupid. But anyway, so that's that. Let's go back to this fucking goddamn whatever the hell this guy is. Mountain man of some sort? Don't use aluminum on your beaver. Don't use alum on my... Don't use alum on your beaver. I don't know what alum is. Is that aluminum? Is it... Speak to me, Mr. Andrat. I don't get it.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
That guy looks like he's... Sorry, that's amazing. That's like... It's like the first frame of the video is the thumbnail. That's so great.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're on our way from Paragosa Springs, heading on Highway 160. We're here with Officer...
I'm Trooper Enriquez with the Colorado State Patrol.
Trooper Enriquez and...
Oh.
Yeah, there's one. Excuse me, Trooper. May we have your name, please?
My name's Trooper Wilson, Colorado State Patrol. IBM 0046.
Are you guys hearing his blinker? Is that not an awfully fast blinker? Like, isn't that usually what your lights do when you... Oh, maybe that's why you got pulled over. Well, it says no plates. No right to travel. But hey, listen, do you hear how fast that blinker... Doesn't that usually what happens when you have like a tail light or like one of your signals is burnt out? Some vehicles used to do that where they would blink faster, and it was one of the ways you'd know that like, oh, I must have lost a signal light.
The contact is recorded.
Sweet.
How are you doing, sir?
Not good.
This officer pulled me over for no reason whatsoever. He invented this issue that I had a tail light out. Click a 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 click a.
You see my front? Yeah, can you see that?
Hit a deer.
There's two reasons you're being contacted today. So...
Oh, so wait, are they saying they hit a deer? All right, so you and I are learning these things together as a team, okay? So that would answer. He's like, yeah, I'm just driving around with the whole front end of this car missing. Don't worry about me, officer.
Headlight, it's out, but obviously we can see that's damaged. And you don't have any tags on the vehicle, okay?
You are allowed if that happens while you're out, you are allowed to proceed, I believe, a reasonable amount of distance, obviously, to like get yourself out of nowhere and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think you're allowed to just cruise USA still. Like, don't you have to go get your vehicle fixed now at some point? Like, you can't be like, well, grandma's house is still 3 days away, kids. We'll just get there with the rad hanging out.
All right, so that's why you're being contacted. Do you have any questions about that?
I have no
but
question.
the emergency flashers don't usually click that fast anyways. Like, because they don't in my vehicle. They're the same as like a blinker. It's like blink, 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 not blinka, 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 blinka. That usually means you got a light out. But the officer they did just say he hit a deer. So I assume he's missing maybe some portions of the front end of the vehicle.
Questions about it? No.
Okay, awesome.
No.
Got a driver's license, registration, proof of insurance on you, sir?
I have an identification. Just a sec.
Yeah, that's right. He hit a deer. This guy pulled me over for no reason. He's just like,
okay.
I was minding my
You're
own.
covering the name.
My bad.
You have a nice dog.
All right.
Did you ever see Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? And he's like, officer pulled us over for no reason at all. He cited us for mischief. And it's like, what were you doing? It's like driving around with all airbags deployed. It's like every airbag in the car deployed. And the cop's like, so of course he pulled them over because it's just funny. Like people that are like, there's no reason to pull me over. I'm just missing the ass end of a car. Or there's a piece of like, sheet metal or something covering the doorway and stuff.
Appreciate that.
License.
I do, but not contracted with Colorado.
So you're what?
I said I'm not contracted with Colorado.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
This is beautiful.
It means that I have no license with Colorado.
Some kind
Together
of
with another
hound.
state?
I'm not sure what
It's with another state,
Or
but
dog of some sort.
I mean I'm not in any type of association with that contract right now.
I'm not. It just became complete like I'm not in association with like if and or contracted.
Contracted. What do you mean by that?
I'm
trying to
it's like the license is for the commercial use of whatever, right?
Okay. So you need a valid driver's license.
I love it when there's a pause between every single word because you can hear the tiny little hamsters just booking it, eh? Yeah, God damn it, what do I say next? Every single word they've got to like analyze, like which kind of inflection do I put on the next sentence?
Operate a vehicle in the state of Colorado, okay, sir?
Well, that's why I was showing you that there to be able to
Are
have.
you gonna come back with a valid driver's license?
Excuse me?
Are you gonna have you ever had a valid driver's license?
Not in Colorado, no.
Not in Colorado.
No.
This guy's amazing. Oh my God.
All right, can I see that ID again?
I haven't watched this yet. I found this right before the stream.
All right, I don't want to blind you, but I gotta get it up, okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, that blinker is killing me.
Yeah,
What's your
Geico's closed. Go say again.
What's your middle name? I just see the initial.
Miguel. Migel.
Thank you.
It's the look on his face that's killing me.
You're just on the phone with the insurance company.
And they're closed for the weekend.
They're closed.
That looks like a bad date. What's your date of birth, sir?
12/10/81.
Say that one more time.
December 10, 1981.
And now all you have to do is say your name, and we can steal your identity. Yes. Oh, who can get a social security number off that? I'm just kidding. I don't know what it takes.
Okay. And where do you reside? Where would your ID be out of?
Well, the place that I'm working at now is in Walsenburg.
Is in Walsenburg?
Yeah.
Okay. But when you
I do not know why
had
it
a
does that
prior ID,
occasionally.
or if you did, what state is it out of?
Arkansas.
It's Arkansas?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, and do you have the registration and insurance for the vehicle?
Yeah, let's check here. Hold on.
It just seems so much easier to have a license plate, doesn't it?
I'll give my dispatch that.
That
baby.
just-
What you guys hit?
A deer, a buck.
Where was it?
Just I don't even know. Maybe 30 minutes
That's
ago.
right.
Oh, really?
Sorry, it's the countryside. Guys, listen, anybody who lives in the country, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Guy wants to know, yeah, I might be embellishing here, but guy wants to know where the deer is. Like, oh yeah, where'd you hit it? Back up by 52? You know, how long ago? Like 32 minutes? You think it'd still be warm even? Probably fresh, eh? You think you just like maybe clipped the back end, or do you think you like totally sideswiped it? Because like he'll go clean that thing. You can go in most places. You can go get the report. Like the police officer can write up a report saying you hit a deer, which is why it's absolutely stupid to not call the police when you hit a deer, because your insurance companies be like, "You hit what? Sorry? Oh, you hit a deer. Sure, okay, yeah, we believe you. Don't worry." But like, you want the police to write up a police report. At least where I live, you do, that says guy hit a deer, and then the insurance company's like, "Fuck," says they hit a deer. But like, anyways, it's just sorry, that guy might go clean up that deer. I was wearing complete white when I hit a deer one time. Like, I was a teenager and I was wearing like white khaki pants, or like cream at least, and like a white shirt. And guys like, and I am a hunter. I could have cleaned that deer myself. He's like, can I have the deer? And I'm like, have at her, buddy. Cop writes him up a little thing or whatever, come down and get the police report, and then they can use that to claim the deer so he doesn't have to like use a tag.
Not even that long ago.
So just barely.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
on the
the
west
front end
side of the
is
South Fork.
Probably the other officer. I'm just embellishing. It's just fun though.
It's hissing.
Yeah.
It's
Hit that like
hissing.
button
The
if you
car
haven't.
is. I'm not sure what. I think the radiator
Are
is
you
hissing.
leaking any fluids or anything?
I don't think so. Just
No, there
steam.
wasn't anything dripping or anything. We stopped down at the gas station and whatever little stores right down there. So
It's hissing and steaming a little. I think it's okay though. We're just gonna keep driving.
We checked it up. Well,
Yeah.
you're lucky everything's right.
yeah. I mean, at least one headlight too. You know,
Yeah,
we were just singing the whole song. You know, we'll make it home with one headlight. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Probably scared the heck out of you guys when you hit the deer, huh?
It was.
Well, I mean, I've traveled so many
It scared
miles
me.
that it was one of those like it. I mean, it comes through, and you can't miss it.
Yeah,
Like I've hit a deer on a
at a
motorcycle
certain
before.
point,
It's
it's
like
safer.
sometimes it just happens.
At a certain point, it's safer just to hit it than try and swerve.
Yeah. I
Not
mean,
on a
because
fucking
it
motorcycle.
just
Yeah.
got done sleeting
And it's narrow.
on the top over there,
Yeah.
and the roads are still wet and everything. And I was like, man, I know what's gonna happen. So
Yeah. Sad, unfortunately, love deer, but it's just better
right
to-
I'm gonna tell you right now, that is only true with deer. If you're anywhere where moose exist, and you see a full-grown moose, if you are in anything but a full-size truck or SUV, it's not good to hit it. If you're in a car, it's the worst thing ever. You take the legs out from underneath the moose, and then, of course, at 100 kilometers an hour, the moose essentially falls into the hood and the actual like cabin of the vehicle, and you end up with the entire weight of like a cow, basically, kind of just going right through the cabin, essentially ripping it apart as it goes through. Like if you hit a little moose, like a calf moose, you'd probably be okay. But if you hit a full-size moose, it's literally just gonna fall in, like in slow motion. It just like falls into the vehicle. The one person I know that hit it, there was like, they had to, she was fine, but they had to extract her from the vehicle, and there was like, the moose's guts and stuff were sitting shotgun in the car because it had like ripped the moose open and like poured itself into the vehicle, which is just, you imagine, it's like a horror movie, right? Jesus.
There you go. Peek yourself out of the ditch.
it's like
Yeah.
I think a Chevin should be on the
Fortunately,
window
we're
right here
towards
too.
the middle of the
Right here.
road.
I just wanted to make sure, like, people think moose aren't big animals. Like, it's like, oh baby, it's like, you'll know if you hit one of those.
Absolutely.
Can you? The van is also right here on the window.
It's hard to see.
Are you looking for a van?
Here you go. Yeah.
It's like it's on here.
You have that car, can you just pull that?
Yeah, I was to say it's on here.
Just so I can. Yes. 3, 5, 1.
Is it really 4 out of 5 people don't survive, like hitting a moose? That makes sense. I guess most people are not in like a gigantic vehicle. Well, let's face it. Yo, what up, Beaver? And all you little Beaver wangers in the chat. That's right. It's gonna be the Church of Beaver soon. I gotta figure out how to change all that. We're gonna be like, it'll be like a religion. Okay, that's what we're gonna make the membership. Obviously for fun, but like, you know, like the Church of the Spaghetti Monster has the like they're pastafarians. I got to figure out the names of things and stuff, but I feel like making us a cult, basically, like a Church of Beaver cult, if you will, like kind of setting the membership up as a jokey cult. Anyways, you get it, you know. Frayed Edges, what's up, brother? How's it going? I don't talk like that. I'm very rusty at it, at least.
Do you have any questions for me so far, Christopher, while you're being contacted?
No, not yet. I figured sooner or later. I saw.
Hey, if the Church of Beaver gets powerful enough, we could get tax exempt status. Don't you want that? I will change my wife's name to Miss Cavendish or Miss Cavish. The hell is that bitch's name? Scientology. You guys know what I'm talking about. She hasn't been seen in years. Some say she's dead.
Trooper right after it happened, and I was
Miscavige. It's like Miss Scavenge, but I think that's like the name. It's not like Miss Scavenge. It's like Miss Scavenge, Miss Scavenge. I think I'm screwing it up. I'm gonna have to look this up.
I was hoping, but they were off going the other direction, so I was like, you know, sooner or later I was gonna have to talk to somebody about it. It's like, yeah, right on.
There you go.
Do you have the tags for your vehicle? Or do you have the registration paperwork, anything like that shows that the vehicle is registered?
Yeah. Actually, it's true. Holy smells is like we already have our defenders of the church. I would love to lead the Church of the Beaver. Oh, we could steal a little bit from Ace Ventura, and we'll like have the alrighty then. It's got to be a way to remix that so I could copyright it in some way. You know what? Now that I think of it, I will fucking... My God, I could pay some people on Fiverr. There is... Swear to God, you can get a monk song made. I will... That is... Fiverr is one of the best places on earth if you just need something stupid like that. Like, you can get it made for like $50.
All right, there's a bunch of stuff in here, so give me a second.
Hold on, I'm waiting for Screaming Beaver, and then I acknowledge your super chats. Thank you very much, guys.
Marine.
Oh my God, out comes the fucking folder. I love it.
Go. Appreciate the service.
I appreciate y'all's. You know, I always try to tell people, it's like, look, if it wasn't for everybody back here doing what America does, what I did over there, me getting shot over there would have been useless, you know?
I'm doing this for the people. Oh, that was an accident.
I'm gonna step back here. If you just want to look better, just give me a second.
Is that
title?
That might help if he couldn't find the van. I appreciate that. So being in the Marines, Pendleton or Paris Island?
Pendleton. Yeah.
There you go. I actually lived in, well, you know where 29 Palms is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Nathaniel, that was the right idea, and that is the direction I originally had went. That's why you'll see the top tier is the Brazilian beaver. Sorry, I'm still like hiccuping from that alcohol. Screaming Beaver. All hail Screaming Beaver. The Church of Screaming Beaver. That has sexual connotations, okay? Ladies, do you think it's inappropriate to name it the Church of Screaming Beaver? Do you think that has like implications in the naming? I'm curious.
I lived there for 6 months, unfortunately.
Marine?
No, I'm not a Marine.
Oh, okay.
I just was there, so I'm gonna give this to him real quick. It might help him find it.
Right on. Appreciate it.
Got to be a way I can remix that beaver somehow. I'll have to talk to like Frauditor Troll and see how he works that magic or whatever. Maybe I'll get my own Screaming Beaver track. The wet beaver. Hey. I want to try to G it up a little bit, okay? My nephew is at Paris Island right now in boot camp. Oh, cool, misty-eyed girl. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to your nephew. I hope that all goes
This
well.
is stuff that I was using for Colorado. There we go. I mean, California.
Church of the
I'm
Wet
still tasting
Beaver?
it.
Jesus. Actually, it's not bad, actually. Okay, well, this is something I'm going to be... I just thought of it the other day, and I was like... I was watching Nick Nimmin. He was talking about branding, and he was talking about, you know, like trying to build a community. And I was like, you know what? And he was talking about naming your followers, like your members, having like a fun little thing that brings people together. And I was like, you know what? That's right. I don't have that. So I just thought, how can I make that fun? So that's all it is, really. Let's face it.
Peppers, a Denver omelet.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, so I got to thank probably Mr. Toffees for £2 said, all hail the beaver. All hail the beaver. All hail. I swear to God, there's going to be on a Fiverr, there'll be like, we will make you a monk song. It's going to be a thing. It's going to exist. Swear to God. I'm looking it up in a second here. Just give me 1 second. I'm getting a new window going. Boom. Pull that out of the way for a second. All right. In the background, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to find out if I can get a sweet monk song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys know the kind of feel I'm going for. I think you got to figure it out. So I'm sure we can do it. Ask Blue Bacon. Judy said up there, ask Blue Bacon. I'm not sure does Blue Bacon do like solo monk music or something? I don't understand how that came about, but I am open-eared. The Beaver Moon coming up. Oh my God, it's a Beaver Moon month too? This is amazing.
It's okay, Elvira.
The damn beavers. I don't know. I think I'm going for a church feel. Because the thing is, we can have so much fun with the church idea. Because like we can have like ordainings and stuff like that, and like it's all just like a joke, obviously. But I mean, you know, like a Gregorian chant. Like the Gregorian calendar or whatever. We'll have the Beavagorian calendar. That's a lot of work. I can get Chat GPT to set up a calendar though. I'm sure we can make it so.
What kind of dog is he?
Munsterlander and blue tick. Munsterlander's the bird hunter.
And actually, I forgot to say, and holy smells for 5 American ducats. I am an official ordained reverend. I would love to lead the Church of the Beaver. Is that actually true, holy smells? Like, I think you've told me this before, and I really do apologize for not remembering, but are you actually an official ordained reverend? That's actually kind of cool. I mean, I don't know, we might have slightly different views on where we go when we die, but I still respect people's views. I can't criticize it too. Hey, if you hear me criticize that, I'm sorry. Just throw a big wet noodle at me, like either virtually or, I mean, there was no connotation in that. So I would say in person, but I'm talking about like a spaghettini here. What do you call a spaghetti noodle when it's on its own? It's a spaghettoon or something like that. A spaghetti? I can't remember what it is, but you people who know what I'm talking
Blue
about.
tick is your coon hunter out of the Arkansas area, but in Colorado, he's a mountain lion hunter.
A wet noodle, a wet beaver.
Moonsterlander.
What'd you say?
Moonsterlander and blue tick.
So
Blue
I'm
tick.
having
Okay. That makes sense.
dispatch run the VIN to see if there's tags associated.
My
with the
God,
vehicle.
Danny. Yes, I will. But
Waldenberg.
Wow.
Waldenberg?
I don't know if that's...
Yeah.
There you go.
When you purchased it.
Yeah, since it was a cash sale, they said...
YouTube won't let me say shit. Are you trying to type messages and it won't? I hate that. I'm like, this is the most mild-mannered message ever. And YouTube's just like, oh, sorry, it can't connect to server. Womp womp. You'll have to try again. And what it's really doing is it's saying, I don't like the word you used in there.
They wasn't even going to have
over there too.
any type
Yeah, I want to go to the Durango Hot
any
Springs,
type of paperwork.
Oh, cute.
but I haven't gone there yet. We went to Pagosa Springs this time.
I'm talking about when you go back over Levita. You've
So I
been
said,
having
yeah, I
lots
can
of
hear what you
accidents
said.
with the deer right now. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you guys are going to go super
Yeah,
slow.
that sounds right, yeah.
Yeah.
Going, huh?
Have you
Yeah.
registered since?
Fortunately, we don't
I
have to
tried to
go
in California,
into
but if
Levita
you've ever
area.
tried to register a
Up that
vehicle
way,
in
so we'll
California,
just pass it.
you basically got to be about brand new.
Those other roads are kind of, you know,
by Union and everything.
slow traffic, so they travel more.
I dumped a few thousand into it just to try to get up at scale.
Yeah.
No, so I brought it home.
They want to do it.
Yeah.
No, actually, moderators are allowed to say more than... Okay, so the thing that's kind of crazy about it is NANA, if he typed, he could probably type almost whatever he wants because he's a moderator. But if he goes to super chat it, it like puts it through the same filter that it puts, I think, all of the chatter through, which then moderates. Like it'll moderate him even though he's a moderator. So the thing is, like, that's why NANA can type yeah fuck right afterwards there, because it's not going to control him too much. But yeah, that's what's going on there. NANA donated $66.60. Hail Satan! This is a requirement of my ordainship through NANA. This goes a long way back. People don't know. It's more of an inside joke, but we are required to hail Satan upon a 666 donation of any kind. And I will have another shot of this extremely high alcohol content Kraken. 47%. That's insane. Do I have a fucking chaser at least? Hold on, I have a chaser here. I have iced tea I can chase with. So, hey, NANA, thank you very much. You've been far too kind to me. Thank you very much. And we're not done yet. I'm just saying thank you to NANA. And everybody else who's donated, because I don't want to count you guys out. In fact, you've all earned the American money meme. And I don't care if you did send me a pound. You're in this too, baby. Okay, so we're doing it again. This is how we commemorate.
$1.83 American.
That's right.
What are we gonna get with that?
Just care for anything else.
That's right.
I think we're good. Thanks.
The fucking American nickel.
Oh, a nickel.
Man, we fight for those nickels.
You see this? I quit. I open my own hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's opening an entire hotel with that American nickel. I'm telling you, a nickel goes a long way in Bratislava. I assume. I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong. I'm probably, let's face it, it's more of a joke. But it's a funny movie if you haven't seen. It's actually pretty, I think it's great. But here we are. Let me get back to...
Big one.
Was it really?
Are there whitetail?
And I really appreciate it. Everybody else
that's what it was.
We'll see what we can figure out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, whitetail's kind of like a river bottom stuff better.
Driving status came back to
It
valid.
was right by where the river
Valid driver's license.
goes, but it was big.
Not something you can do.
Well, you're lucky, like I said, you're not leaking any fluids or anything.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on the.
Well, it's not overheating or anything.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm saying with your
Please remember that I am having a hissing from the radiator because it does have some pressure leakage. So the longer we're here, the more of a chance of me being on the side of the road again. So I'm just letting y'all. Just keep that in mind, please.
It was rub and he tied it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is your hood clip okay?
Yeah, everything seems to be all right.
I was gonna say, last thing we want is you driving it.
Dude, yeah.
I see you did tie it there though, so that helps a lot. And like I said, man, you're super lucky.
Yeah, he
your
does not have a
radiator
trifold. Somebody's got to send this guy a trifold. Nona SOF. Is that Sea of Thieves? No, SOF. What does SOF stand for? I don't know why I was SOT is Sea of Thieves. I don't know. I was watching some Sea of Thieves content recently. That's why I saw that and I was like, what? And you are a Canadian bacon level member. I gotta switch all that up. And by the way, I apologize to the people that are beaver turd level. That if you look closely, it is not a beaver turd. It is a warrior beaver holding a little mace, and it's adorable. But when you shrink it down to nothing size, it becomes a coil of turd. That's why anybody seen that emoji and been like, why does he have a little turd as an emoji? It's not a turd. It is a tiny little beaver.
Yeah. I mean,
he's shaped a little like a turd. He's narrow at the top. He's wide at the bottom. He's Hail Sagan 666 from Nona SOF.
I don't know if you've looked at it or not, but it's the very bottom of it's bent in just enough.
Slasher of faces, nice.
It was that close.
Yeah. I just watch it and maybe, I don't know if you have water or something on hand.
Yeah. I stopped and got another thing of.
Because I do see it's a little wet. man. Just keep some on hand.
Yeah. I mean, so far, all the gauges are still...
We'll get you home to Walsenburg, hopefully. So.
Right,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like I made it through 3 times in wars, so
yeah,
I've learned. And
I guess
the last time
on a nice country road is not hard.
Right. Yeah.
So what did you say? Blue tick and
Munsterlander, Greater Munsterlander.
So I had the reason I'm asking is I had an Australian Shepherd crossed with something else, and man, the face looks exactly the same.
Right? Yeah.
Good dog. Everybody's sad when a dog has to go, man. They're like family.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been with me quite a bit.
Yeah. There you go.
In China.
There you go.
Neutered to California.
Oh, Judy, you got to take off. Have a good night, Judy. I really appreciate you coming out. Thank you very much for hanging out with us and chatting, okay?
Yeah. Gotta be careful in California.
So what part of California did you stay in California when you got out of the Marine Corps? Or did you?
No, I got shot in 06.
Oh, shoot.
Got out in 07. Yeah, I took a 7.62 through the L4, L5.
Oof.
Yeah,
That bother you still, I imagine?
Yeah, like right now, just the whole situation not being as peaceful as it would be nice to do.
Yeah.
Of course, it causes kind of a tension in the wound area, so it causes some shakes.
So you get shakes?
Yeah, that kind of thing. The pain goes off of everything. Altitude, whether the climate's bad, whether
Does weather affect it?
Yeah,
I know like older people that have bad arthritis, like they can tell
3
it's
days.
rain.
Yeah, about 3 days before through. Yeah. The scar tissue on the lower part is squeezing it, which is causing everything to lose sensation and motor function.
You said L3, L4?
Yeah.
That's lower right there? Yeah. Dang, man, you're lucky. Well, I don't want to say you're lucky, but...
Look at that.
Oh, you can't see it.
Oh, here, let me see. I got a flash. Oh, yeah. Shoot.
Yeah, it went to the interior of the spine.
I'm glad you're not worse than you are.
It's like certain things rise to what they say is a miracle. Yeah. And, it's like, absolutely, because I didn't even bleed. Not a single drop.
I don't know how to take that. That's kind of...
Nerve damage, though.
Well, I mean,
nerve damage, though.
In my life, I've learned that there is a God. And in combat, they say there's no atheist in a foxhole and that kind of such. Well, there are certain situations. Like when my body hit the ground, my face hit the ground, the only conceptual understanding I had was, do I have your attention now?
Yeah.
And at the same time, with more love than any person can give you.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Do I have your attention now? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. Like, I can't remember the state trooper out of Arkansas's name, but...
Finding monk music's harder than I thought. What would I even call that? Is it like meditation music? Dark Messenger has become a member. Oh my God, NNA.
He took a round to the chest, and he had a pocket Bible, and it stopped in Psalm 91. So look that up, and you can see exactly what's real.
And his goal is to get Beaver drunk. I mean, I have to have another shot in a minute. You've just been like far too kind. Everybody's been far too. You all are a bunch of awesome assholes. I think that you can cut through the vernacular on that one.
Special to that guy, be like, hey.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess that would be special too after that.
Yeah.
It's a wake up nobody asked for, but everybody listens to.
Yeah. When I got up off the ground, everything was beautiful.
So what was your MOS?
11. Yeah, infantry. My main time was the push through Fallujah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines.
I respect the heck out of that.
That's right.
Really good.
I mean, it's like I've been through some things that nobody, of course, should ever have to go through, but it's also something that I would do so that nobody else would ever have to go through it.
No, that's we all appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll never...
Is that what it's called? Gregorian chants? Okay, thank you. Because you typed that and I didn't understand what you were saying. Gregorian chants. Is that actually what that's called? I will compose cinematic music with the best melody for you. Yeah, that's still not working. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's harder than I thought it'd be. Or chant. You know what? I'll just get Jesus, that guy. You know the one I've used before? Yeah, like SoCal Jesus. Oh, and then he appears and says something. He's awesome. Honestly, I will have to get him to put something together for the Church at Beaver. It'll be like, there'll be some sort of blasphemy in it or something. I'll figure it out. Chat GPT will help me. It's so good.
I can do it.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know if you've ever used Chat GPT, but it's scary, guys.
I respect the service because I didn't do it, so I appreciate somebody who does. So.
Hey, Thatchy.
Is he just running to make sure it's not stolen and know what's going on?
What'd you say?
Is he just running to make sure it's not stolen?
I don't know. Was he telling you what he's looking for?
It's crazy.
He said he's just waiting for the vehicle to come back, and I don't know.
So
just clearing it.
Just looking for the return on the vehicle off the bin or something?
Just clearing it.
So yeah, just so like.
I thought the title was proof.
Well, so it should be, but we cleared through dispatch. So when we make a traffic stop,
because they have lists of hot cars too, probably, huh?
I guess. I don't know.
So when we
I
make
don't
a
know.
stop, usually it's off the plate that we get a return. Basically, so just
Is Canadian chocolate good? Is that like I don't think we're like known for chocolate, misty-eyed girls. So was it just like was it like I mean, let's face it. I mean, there might be a really nice chocolate place in Montreal and Quebec City, so don't get me wrong. But was there like something special about it? Was it just that like I know it's sometimes like I think you guys have Coffee Crisp now, but I know for years, like years upon years, you guys never had Coffee Crisp. And I literally would be like, what universe have I entered when I go to the States? Because I just assumed you guys generally had all the same things we had, if not all more, which is usually true. Like when it comes to like brand options and stuff. But like I'd go down to the States, I'd be like, there's no Coffee Crisp here. What the hell's happening? And I remember one of the things that was crazy to me is we all had like, we did the insert your card and put your pin in thing for years before most American retailers did. So like I remember like I had been inserting my card and using a chip and pin for probably the better part of a decade. And like I went to the States and the woman, like I went to go put my card in the machine because they had the same machine with the little chip slip. And she goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I was going to pay for it. And she like holds her hand out. I'm like, hand her my card. And she runs it through the machine. And this was at like fucking McDonald's. And I was like, what the fuck? And what I've heard is that's because they roll out, because there's a lot less McDonald's in Canada. A lot of times they like roll out technologies here first because it's a smaller market. I don't know. All I know is things like that as we like going back in time. I'm like, what's going on here? My favorite Coffee Crisp, Crunchies, Smarties, and Maltesers. U.S. chocolate sucks. I mean, I don't know. We got a few Tim Hortons in USA. Up around New York State border in Quebec, Ontario, there was one in Times Square as well. Yeah, the Tim Hortons isn't really Canadian anymore. It's actually owned by a Brazilian company now, I'm pretty sure. Has been for years. I think they're owned by the same people that own, is it Burger King? I feel like they own Burger King and Tim Hortons. It's like, I think it's called, it's like something food franchises or something like that. That I can't remember what the name of the mother company is, but I think it's Brazilian.
confirming the owner. And I think that's what he was getting the VIN for.
Okay.
That's my guess, but I don't know if he told you anything different. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's just running. That's what he said. But I guess that's what that would mean.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's running it, waiting for a return, I'm guessing.
It's always Canadian.
Yeah. Was it wet on the pass? You said it was wet coming down?
It was sleeting.
Sleeting.
Frozen rain.
Yeah, it's like, so just so you know.
It's too early for that stuff, man. When it starts snowing and stuff, we spend all night and all day.
Oh, yeah.
It's just little things. Well, let's face it. Like the way you pay for your food, Mike, isn't really the important shit. But there are certain things that are kind of crazy in the States. Like, you've got, it's like, like a country, like one state in America makes more money than most other countries. A few of your states make more money than most of the top 10 countries' economies on earth. And yet it's like, and then you find out they like don't they don't have a computer software program to like process, I don't know, when people are told they can't have, I'm not getting into a gun debate. Okay. I'm literally just simply, it's not even about the guns, but like, for the love of God, I mean, you'd think if you had a system where a person was told they couldn't have a gun because they hear voices, that you'd have some sort of national database that you could just enter that into, and it would show that this person has been denied a gun because they hear like fucking voices telling them to kill everyone. And like, that's just so simple. It's just scary to think that that's not done. And whereas in most European and most other Western nations, they are 100% have a system set up for that. I mean, mistakes happen, but they track that. So anyways, it's just little things like that. That is not a gun debate though. That is really, it's more about like that could be extreme, like that could be extrapolated out in so many different industries, like airline and all these things that they still do on like pen and paper. And you're like, how in the F do you still do that like that? But that's the case everywhere. Saving money. Yeah. I mean, I was watching, what is it? Here, I'll show it. They were making fun of, you know what? I'm going to get that off the fucking screen. I have here, you know what? Give me 10 seconds. I'll find it. I was showing them, they were making fun of a Canadian fucking like reconnaissance plane on a channel I watch. And I mean, they're not wrong. It's fucking old as shit. Oh, wrong way. Stop.
Especially,
Dude,
like
yeah.
They get stuck so often and so easy, and then they block the road. And
Frozen rain.
And, you know, and you've seen enough incidences where those that were helping ended up getting hit.
yeah, well,
I
that's
mean-
like when we even make stops out here. That's why we like to have a couple cars.
Yeah, yeah.
Just more warning, and I mean,
Absolutely.
you'd like the last car to get hit. better
Yeah,
than
right. That's the way the
last.
convoy was with us too. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I always try to find a place I could pull over where it's widened enough where people can get out of the way.
I appreciate that.
You know,
Like
I mean,
said, we have sometimes people stop in the middle of the road.
seriously.
I've never been good at the game Frogger.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Apply it to real life. So
Yeah.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
either. I was good at that.
Yeah.
Duck hunt. I was good at duck hunt though.
Duck Hunt is
I was not blessed with
awesome.
those skills.
Frederick changed.
Quite honestly, you don't look as old as I am. 42 in December.
42. Holy cow!
All right, so I mean,
There you go.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I guess how old I am.
I'm just realizing now I'm probably never going to find that video I was mentioning.
you look about 26.
I was thinking 37.
I just turned 27.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
10 years off. 10 years. Damn.
Right on.
You're good. You're good. You got
Well, I mean, the military thing. Say again.
How long have you guys lived in Colorado?
2019 is when I found Walsenburg.
2016 is whenever I found it.
2019?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where are you originally from? Then?
I was born in Texas.
Born in Texas.
Yeah, I've traveled my entire life. I hit most of the states, Europe, and Russia, including Mexico and Hawaii, before I was 18. My brother.
Where in the world did that happen? Were you in a military family moving, or?
Well, no. Well, my brother ended up going into West Point, became a captain. You know, so that's how I got to go to Hawaii to Schofield, and then to travel a lot of the states was kind of following Big Brother around, looking at colleges and stuff like that. And my mother is a nurse.
Okay.
And we got connected with Macedonian missionaries, and we got to go to St. Petersburg, Russia, and
I would love to go see. Did you get to see all the cool like
I
buildings?
found it,
architecture and
fuck.
stuff there?
beautiful through the canals and everything.
I was gonna say I don't know how it would be going today, but man, I'd love to see some of the buildings and stuff.
All right, let's just skip fucking ahead here. How's this end up going?
Into a contract just
Purdy's-
for traveling.
Oh, yeah, Purdy's
the na-
chocolate is amazing. Oh, that's Canadian? Okay, I didn't know that.
nation that every doctor I speak to says I should have died for. They said I should have been blown in half.
You want me to take
Like I said, I'm just,
You know, I mean, I get it.
Hey, how do you know we were talking about the Aurora, Mr. Andrat? Oh, man.
I get it. I know. It's what I'm saying. Y'all are stuck in a bad position too, because it puts us.
Your vehicle has issues, so I don't want to keep you here. Then
Right.
It's getting hot too.
We're
Talking with you.
thank you.
I think everything's good.
I can't see if there's anything coming or not.
I was like, if you can tell me if it's clear. Says I should have died for. They said I mean,
Bonus too.
like my
I'm just trying to see if you got a citation.
elevations, it's still in its 50s.
Fuck, is
See
this
you
so
and
much
then I'll
talking in this? Is this...
Take any questions afterwards.
Does that mean that I'm required to have a contract?
Oh, here we go.
I have an unregistered vehicle though, okay, so I'm gonna be citing.
Okay, there we are. Here it is, right?
For elevations, it's still in its 50s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I understand. That just recently broke. Don't worry about that. You have a valid license. You're fine there. You do have an unregistered vehicle though, okay, so I'm gonna be citing you for the unregistered vehicle. All right. So I'll explain this to you, and then I'll take any questions afterwards.
Does that mean that I'm required to have a contract with?
So to operate a vehicle in the state of Colorado on our public roadways,
So is that a yes?
It has to be registered. Okay?
So is that a requirement that I'm supposed to have a contract with the state of Colorado?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
just
All right. So I'll explain this to you. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? So it's a citation for operating or permitting use of an unregistered vehicle. It's one of 250. No points against your driver's license. You have two options. You can pay a check or money order within 20 days in an envelope I gave you, or you could appear at Alamosa County Court. Date and time is on the bottom left. If you pay the citation, you don't have to go to court. Don't pay it, you have to go to
Oh,
court.
hey,
okay?
Logan, how you doing, buddy?
Can I get a good phone number from you for court purposes?
the phone number I have is a 71.
He just totally smiles. Thank you for skipping, though. He is boring in my ADHD. Oh no, I wasn't feeling it either. I just want to find out what he gets here, and then we'll
9
What's your puppy's name again?
430.
Good name.
No, 431. It's a new number. 431 4024.
Sorry, that card. 431
4024.
Awesome. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me?
Yeah, his
Christopher?
little bacon snack.
Not that I know of right this moment. Well, actually, I really don't desire to receive that piece of paper.
Okay, so you don't have to sign. It says served because I am serving it to you. Okay.
Well, as I say, I don't desire for it to be handed to me
Okay.
or placed on my property.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. So here's your copy. Okay, this is defendant's copy. This is for you. I said you have a court date. If you want to go that route, that's no issue with me. It's totally up to you, but vehicle has to be registered, okay?
I understand your position.
All right.
Your position. Like I said, I don't want to be handed anything.
What was that?
I said I don't want to be handed or anything or have anything placed within my property.
Okay, but this is being served to you. Okay, so I can put it right here, or I can put it on your windshield, wherever you want it. Okay, I don't want to make this a bigger deal.
I know. I'm just trying to follow a specific protocol that I've been advised to and such. And
I understand that. That's your right.
Right.
Okay.
I mean,
I also gotta. You know what I mean?
my job. I comprehend that there is guidelines that are placed upon you, and it sucks. I really do, because we both swore to honor the same thing, and they're forcing you
He's just trying to stand up
to do something that goes against that which we swore to uphold.
Thank you for you guys'
I mean,
coolness too.
like my mother asked me, why don't you have your Purple Heart license plate? I'd be proud. It's like, yeah, I'm very proud about my service.
Wonderful, that's what we're here.
But to be forced into a contract just for traveling the nation that every doctor I speak to says I should have died for. They said I should have been blown in half.
You want me to take
God.
You know, I mean, I get it, and I get it. I know it's what I'm saying. Y'all are stuck in a bad position too, because it puts us.
Your vehicle has issues, so I don't want to keep you here. Then
It's so shitty to use the fact that you like everybody understand, like, hey, like the work, like taking a bullet for the country, salute. But it's like to then be like, I shouldn't have to follow any fucking rules because I'm a special boy. It's just a little crazy.
Right.
It's getting hot too.
I mean, Logan, you're welcome, by the way. I don't get to pick who gets them. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy of having one. So I don't want you to think like, oh, I didn't pick you, Logan. But yeah, no, but you're welcome. Absolutely. 100%.
where would you?
I don't know. We're going to, obviously that's just for a month. It doesn't really give you, unless I do something with it, including release a video a couple days early, which I hope to do for members. It doesn't give you much other than, other than the badge, but hey, we're going to do a live stream. If you continued your own membership afterwards, which it won't do automatically, so you'd have to pay for it. You'd have to like redo it. So it'd just expire at the end of the month. But I like having you guys. I like, obviously it's NANA's way of donating to the channel as well. And I absolutely, NANA, 31 new members. You did most of that. It's ridiculous. For the love of God, it's crazy. And then you got Holy Smalls with 5. I got a whole list of people I'm going to call out here in a bit for like donating and thanking them. And actually it's working for once. It's actually holding the list together. So that's cool. And we're going to go through all that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, you guys. Thank you. Got Holy Small saying, thank you for skipping though. He's boring and my ADHD thanks you. And NAA for 666. Hail Satan. Wow, YouTube censored me. I said F Brazilian. I can't say that because I'm half. Yeah, because you're half what? You didn't finish the sentence. You only said half a sentence.
This place.
I think.
Here, I'll take it.
Okay.
So just because you already told me to, I'm not going to reach in. So
Is gifting memberships to your own channel masturbation? Possibly. It's definitely slightly cheaper for me to gift myself like memberships because I get a portion of that back. So it's kind of a neat way of it's actually kind of a neat way of for a lesser price, basically, because really what I lose is I lose YouTube's or like cut, which is not insignificant, but it's still kind of a nice way of I don't incur as much cost as you guys do when I donate you guys a sub or a membership. So it's a nice way of that, of giving back. I didn't mean to hit the button.
give it to my, or you can reach over my way.
So just how everything.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Y'all have a safe day.
What was that?
I said thank you, and y'all have a safe day.
Well, I will give him credit where credit's due, like usual. A very respectful person.
Come again.
Thank you.
I think once we start moving, it might cool off.
They don't drag him out of the car like they used to anymore, though, because they don't want to get sued anymore.
I don't know how many cars are back there.
Hey everybody.
Holy
Thanks for being with us.
smokes.
We are rolling again. Hopefully we can get the ride to cool down.
Yeah, there's that. Okay, so let's get to this last part, and then I guess we'll call it after that probably because we're getting on in the stream. Oh my God, Mr. Toffees. That was, oh yeah, what am I thinking? You've done like 3 different, let's see here. You've done you're a member, and then you've also gifted 5, and then you gifted another 5 just now. So you've done 10 out of 30. Jesus, you guys are insane. I will have one more shot before the stream's done. Okay, so this channel right here. Okay, I really like this channel. Okay, I really, really like this channel. I think these guys are awesome. I would love to be in a room and talk to these guys. And if you guys get a copyright notice and you see this, I would love to talk to you. I think it'd be cool ever. I've been watching these guys for years. They used to live in China, and they did like it in China. I mean, from what I could tell, they did. But now that they're not living in China anymore, they don't have to like lick the butthole of the Chinese CCP party. So they can be a little bit more honest about things. The part I'm going to show you has nothing to do with China, though, but the show they run is the China Show. And it's a neat show where they, one of the things they'll show you a lot of is like, well, actually, you know what? At the same time as I'm doing that, I'll grab another, because like I'll show you what I was watching. Because like they're painting meat and stuff is the thing. Let me just find it right here. Like some of the things they show you.
This was an amphibious car.
Yeah.
I thought that this.
Okay, actually, this is the funniest thing ever. So, like, they're showing how Gavin Newsom, I guess the California's governor, has gone to China right now, and he's like, they've pictured him like sitting in an EV.
How great this U8 vehicle is, because Gavin Newsom said it's the next leap in technology.
They kind of call China out on all its bullshit. They'll show you how like China will be like, look, we've built a new autonomous tractor, and then they'll show a breakdown of parts, and then they'll show you how the parts come from an asset collection for a video game, and like they don't even exist, like they're just like little voxel parts that you can buy for assets for video games, and like all this stuff that they show you is like a lot of it's fake, and it's kind of funny is the thing. But so Gavin Newsom was in California, and of course he was riding in this direct ripoff of a Land Rover that China has made. If you look at these things. Oh, too big. So like, it's like identical basically, except it's like EV. And anyway, so he said like, I'll take 2. It's wonderful. And again, he's kissing ass. It's all good. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen ever. So they show you. Well, let me make sure I get the right part here. I don't want to get in the wrong spot because it'll just ruin the whole, like, so here. And then I'll get to the part about Canada. It's funny.
2.0 liter engine to create power for the battery.
The creative liberty you took care.
Yes. Now there's
nice
an
art piece.
There's another thing, by the way, and Top Gear. Everyone's saying.
Oh my God! Holy smalls! You donated 5 memberships too. Holy shit, guys! The fuck! Oh my God! I owe everybody shots. Shot. All right. Fuck. Is there? Do I have chaser? I have chaser. Okay. You guys, like I feel slightly offended by the amount of alcohol I've already drank because I'm not a drinker. Okay, this has to be put in the middle. This has to be put in the middle while we're getting this epic, like never-ending beaver scream up here. Oh my God, it's just so strong. Oh, it just sizzles. Oh my God. Anyways, okay. So this vehicle, this is the Chinese version of this Land Rover. And I just want to show you something funny.
This car is amazing because it floats. It's an amphibious car, right?
There you go.
So I was reading this and I'm like, hey, that's impressive. Okay, if it can really, I'll give
Take it to the lake.
I'll be like, hey, listen, okay, so it's a knockoff. It's clearly a knockoff of another brand. But if they've innovated it and they've made it so that it floats,
I'll fish out of it in the river.
Yeah, I mean, then that's cool. At least they've done something. They've increased something. So then they have all these demonstrations. If you go to any car website, they have these very cinematic, like this, showing them driving it into the water and how incredible it is. Kind of looks like it's going to sink to me. But,
Anybody who's ever seen a sinking car knows that's what a sinking vehicle looks like.
Well, okay, but they've got this whole look at
the next shot. The hood's even lower in the water.
It does look like it's going to sink, doesn't it? It's very. This is their own official media press.
I mean, it is
stuff.
floating though.
Yeah, it's a floating vehicle. So
hey, mechanics, how you
here's
doing,
a picture of it being tested in the wild. It looks a little less stable to me when it's actually in the wild. It really looks like it's going to float. But the important thing is, guys, you've read the articles, right?
It looks like an Isuzu Trooper 2 or 3. That's funny. Isuzu Trooper 2.
resting area.
Look at this
Yeah,
thing.
looks like shit. Yeah.
Why is your guy in a canoe?
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, guys, here's the thing. You've read the articles and you're like, holy shit, this thing's got great numbers, right? Horsepower numbers, range numbers. It can float in water. It's like next level. And you walk away from that article like that. And you think,
Top Gear had that in their headline, right?
yeah, and then you're like, holy shit, you know, BYD's really got it sorted out. What an amazing company. We should start treating them, differently.
It is a Range Rover Freight Edges. If you just got here, it is right here. We were just showing that. I'm not going to go back. But it is 100% a ripoff of a Defender.
Should say that they're a leader rather than a follower.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what you'd walk away. That's what they want you to walk away from it. But let me tell you something about this floating. BYD themselves, in the fine print, note that the emergency flotation feature is a passively triggered emergency function designed for flash floods or off-road water obstacles. Of course, this is very important in China. Flash flooding does happen a lot.
Oh, yeah. The drainage is so bad.
Yeah.
Infrastructure so
and
bad.
it advises users against attempting it without due cause. Once triggered, the vehicle needs to be returned to the factory for a thorough check. So in other words, it's just a once-off temporary thing that you can do in an emergency.
And then you have to get it reset or taken for inspection.
This is why propaganda is so effective.
Sure.
Because from me reading those articles, I thought that this was an amphibious car.
Yeah.
I thought that this is a car that you could drive into water and float across. Yeah, just float it across.
Like a boat.
But it's not. It can float for 30 minutes max.
What's funny is that, like, even when you see the image of it floating, like a lot of vehicles, even electric, like even gas-powered vehicles, will float for like 300 yards. Like if you just like poosh into the water, they're like, holy shit, look at that thing go. Especially if the windows are up. So my 4Runner floated better for a while. Exactly. It's funny.
Before it sinks or whatever.
So the thing is, they call out China for its bullshit a little bit. Like one of the things you'll see that they show is them like painting. Where is it? Because they're like painting ducks and shit. It was like because they can sell ducks for more. You know what? I think. Hold on there. Let me put it on me for a second. Just so I don't, let's see your video. Where is it? I'll take two. Rest in peace, Invasion. Here, hold on. I go to their channels section, and then they've got their own separate channels. Here we go.
If you go to the docks early in the morning.
Each one of them has their own separate channels, too, amongst the, having one together. And, like, so watch.
In China, you can watch as the fishermen add coloring to their haul of fish. This woman is taking old manky meat and painting it red so it looks juicy and ready to sell again. And this man is spray painting a duck to make it look like a mallard. And this...
Well, that's just a grab hag. They call them grab hags. These people that fight over stuff at the grocery stores, I guess, there. But that's a cultural thing, I guess. But they show a pig. I think it was like a pig over here getting painted black, I think, as well. Where is it here? Apparently they make fake eggs and shit in China.
Eggs are made on an industrial scale, especially for applications where it's not easy to spot, like inside mooncakes, which are a must-have item during the Mid-Autumn Festival. The egg yolks inside of the mooncakes are very often faked, made with chemicals. And of course, whole eggs are made. I'm not making this up. But there's more. Things like meatballs, fake marbled meat, and don't throw out those rib bones we found in the trash because we can use them to make fake ribs. Heck, even fruit isn't exempt. Remember, a more vibrant and colorful red apple will sell better than a dull one. Chemicals to the rescue, once again. And once we've had our fill of painted meat and cancer fruit, we can wash it all down with a chemical mixture that looks and tastes exactly like beer. So, what is the point of me showing you all of this, really?
So, he's just trying to show you, like, when you see all these things about how great China is and how they're, like, ahead of their game, they're actually doing all this bullshit where they're painting frickin' pigs and they're dyeing
transport and
stuff.
Expire very easily, as they have very soft, translucent skin and don't have any scales. So you have to buy them fresh. So the way to check if a fish is fresh is to look at their...
Well, one of the things that's really bad, actually, that they do in China, actually, and I think it'll be on the China show one here. If I do a search, I can type what is it called? Sewer oil. Da, 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 da. It might be on the other channel. Let me just double check here. China fact chasers. Sewer oil. Oh, these are eggs that are made of children's urine. I'm not showing it. It's just, honestly, they literally boil them in kids' piss. It's the craziest thing ever. Like, they're interviewing the woman. She's like, I get the best piss. It's all boys under this age from the, like, elite schools. It's the craziest shit. I can't find the oil one. It doesn't matter. What they do is they, like, skim oil out of the sewers, and then they, like, refine it and sell it to the restaurants again as, like, new oil. Like, literally, it's just images. Well, if you type in, like, watch this, sewer. If I do it in the regular search. Yeah, here we go. It's also called spit oil.
This is gutter oil being collected. If you've visited or lived in China, you have eaten gutter oil. What you see here is a restaurant worker straining out used chili oil from a trash can. This is being collected to be reused for the next customer who orders spicy hot pot.
See, and they don't like the Chinese. It is illegal, and the Chinese do not like it. They're not generally happy about this because they know it's like full of heavy metals and it's fucking sewer oil. They clean it and refine it, but I mean, come on, like, and so like this person I think is giving this person shit.
This man is confronted and asked, do you not have family you care about? I understand it's difficult to make money these days, but how would you feel if your elderly parents, your children and relatives ate this poison?
So what they do is they take it here. It's right here. Incogni.
So gutter oil is when people take oil.
By the way, these are fantastic channels. If you like, it's not just like hate content on China. They literally just use factual, like this is all factual stuff, and they show you using footage that because they know how to get onto the Chinese internet, I guess, and actually get footage that is before the government usually deletes it, I guess.
And sludge and grease and so on from the sewers, okay? Or from grease traps outside of restaurants. Basically lift a manhole cover, dig in there, get the grease and the oil that's trapped in there, put it in buckets, take it off and sell it to a processing plant. Which
So by the way, the channels you want to look for is this is Serpentza. And then the other two channels, one was the China Fact Chasers, the other one is the China Show, and then the other guy is I'll give you Lo Wang. If you go to their channel, it's on the channel list, but I'll show you his in a second here.
Then goes and processes this oil into something that looks brand new. And it can be done. You know, they boil it and they strain it and they do all this stuff. And at the end of the day, they put it in a cooking oil bottle and it looks brand new as if you've bought it outside of the shop. And it's actually very difficult to tell, you know, by looking at it, if it is legit or not. And then these are actually sold to restaurants and to people to use in their homes at a much discounted price. There's a lot of money to be made. And the reason for this is, of course, is that
this isn't how it works anyway. Well, I mean, somebody might be doing this somewhere, but most places in North America or the Western world, they don't get their oil from some shady trader somewhere. They get it from establishments that have rules and are hopefully following them.
Free, okay? All it takes is a little bit of your time to go and dig this stuff out of the sewer and out of the manhole covers and from the gutters and so on, and then you can go and sell it. right? And then you're not even getting a lot of money. The collectors, by the way, aren't the ones making the degoyo. They just collect it and they take it to these little clandestine factories that spring up all over the place. Then they just process it and then sell it for a big profit. Because think about it, you can sell it for half the cost of new oil and you're still making a lot of money. So that's the gutter oil or degoyo, which ends up in your food a lot of the time. And then
So anyways, that's interesting enough. And then they talk about spit oil, which is even grosser. They basically will reuse the oil from the hot plates in the center of the tables at the restaurants, and they'll like cook the next person's food in that, which has saliva in it and all kinds of things. Because of course, anyway. So yeah, fun. Oh no, the aurora is literally happening right now. So this also involves a little bit of news on what's been happening near China.
Surveillance, long-range surveillance aircraft. And once
Very
again,
high-tech, right?
Yeah, you're going to see.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Once again, it has been involved in an international incident, and it always seems to be with Chinese fighters.
It attracts trouble.
It attracts Chinese fighters.
So this is a Canadian aurora off the coast of China, but in international waters, not in China's airspace at all.
Take a look. We'll just play this little clip here. Okay. I'd like you to take a note. It says international waters over, the South China Sea there. They're flying near what are called the Senkaku Islands, also known as the Diaoyudao, which belong to Japan, but China claims them. But either way, it doesn't matter because they're in international airspace.
Yeah.
They're in international airspace, yeah.
The islands are in the water.
I think if they got shut down, they'd be in international waters.
Correct.
But right now, they're in international airspace, okay? So now there is absolutely no rule against them flying there. And that's why they fly there, okay? Because they're doing surveillance, okay? Chinese fighter jet comes up within 5 meters.
He's probably 20 feet off our wing, max, maybe 10 feet off our wing.
So is this considered an aggressive intercept?
Well, so the fact that he's stable, like he's not waggling his wings and all that, this I think by our definitions this is a level 3, but so this is an abnormal and unusual intercept.
Okay.
I feel like we're watching a nature documentary.
Yeah.
You see how he's waggling? He's not waggling the wings.
Well, yeah, I mean, within 5 meters is incredibly irresponsible.
Yes.
First of all, it's not Chinese airspace. It's international airspace. They have every right to be there.
Mm-hmm. But
Just
they're
like
intercepted.
China can fly its planes in international airspace anywhere it wants.
All day, all night.
People aren't going to go buzz them with their freaking, fighter jets. Let's take a look here. I'll get us out of here so you can just see the little report here.
We're watching closely here as this Chinese fighter jet intercepting the Canadian Armed Forces Aurora plane that we're on board. It's within a few meters of the wing.
Probably
surprised it's not sepia tone.
Yep. Yeah, I'd be like flipping them the bird.
Yeah, it's pretty like Lehigh intercept though. Good skill. You know what I mean? Getting that close.
Yeah.
So anyways, they go on to talk about the Aurora aircraft here, which made me laugh.
3 of these planes fly out of CFD Comex. You're going to be amazed at what the gentlemen on here do. This is only part of your job, though.
This is only part of it. I'll take you to my next station, the acoustic section.
So Canadian.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not at all. So basically...
This is known as a cathode ray tube, because under high voltage electricity, the cathode gives off a beam or ray of electrons. You might call this an electron gun, which shoots a stream of tiny negative particles at the face of the tube. The fluorescent coating on the face glows where the electron beam strikes it.
That's basically it. I'll pass you on now to our tactical navigator, Captain Walt Carroll.
Hi. Of course, we rely on modern technology to assist us with that, such as GPS. So this system will help us to know the position where we are. And
this is known as a cathode ray tube, because under high voltage electricity, the cathode gives off a beam or ray of electrons. You might call this an electron gun, which shoots a stream of tiny negative particles at the face of the tube.
Okay, so this is our ASOP, Franjo Gasparovic.
Yeah, ASOP stands for Airborne Electronic Sensor Operator.
This is known as a cathode ray tube because under high voltage electricity, the cathode gives off a beam or ray of electrons.
Oh my God.
You might call this an electron gun, which shoots a stream of tiny negative particles at the face of the tube.
CRT hype.
Yeah, dude.
CRT hype.
Anyway,
Canada is just
cathode ray tube.
Man,
so freaking
so
advanced. Ah, you can't believe
really
it.
the inspiration to the world.
I mean, and the stupid thing is, it still looks like that to this day.
Does it?
Yes.
They still haven't, when was that clip from?
That's like probably about 5-10 years old.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter. I watched a modern one. It's still the same.
Wow.
It's one of those military things. They don't change it if it's not broken type thing.
I get it. Yeah.
I feel like you get cancer sitting there on
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. It's like it works. Like it's fine.
those old freaking things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
this I like it. I like how they switch so naturally from a very Canadian accent to a straight up transatlantic accent with a nice radio hiss.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I got that from like 1950s footage or something.
Excellent.
Yeah. Anyway, so that.
Anyways, that's that. Yeah, that's what I was talking about the whole time. Supporting proxy wars and selling arms to everyone. What are we talking about now? Now USA is pretending to do a. I'm not about France not supporting USA's war on terror and not. I don't know. I mean, let's face it. France was. France now wants to do. I don't know. Let's face it. The French are. We love you, French, but you're always kind of at odds with what other people think's happening sometimes. Like it is what it is. It's like that in Canada too. Sometimes. I don't know what we're talking about there. Let's try to keep the. We'll try to keep the politics on a light level though. I don't want to politic up our chat. But at the same time, I do like people being able to express themselves. Bass here with $9.99 American with a rolling sticker, laughing. And yeah, Frayed Edges, Australia and Canada are buddies, pal. That's right. Don't call me buddy, pal. I'm not your buddy, pal. That's not what I'm supposed to say. I do have to properly thank. Okay, so we're just gonna dial it back a couple minutes and say, thank you very much to Mr. Toffees for the 5 additional gifted subs and Holy Smalls for 5 additional gifted subs. Bass here. I do think that we're going to probably call it an end right away. My God, you guys have been too kind to me tonight. 41 new members. You guys are insane. I only contributed 5 of those. The rest of those are you guys, and that's just crazy. I don't have too much more to really talk about, so I am gonna try to like tighten up the streams, and we don't want to waste any time. If you honestly, like, if you want to see some interesting content where you get kind of the veil lifted on some of the Chinese propaganda, because you'll see these articles like, oh, China's the leader of green energy, and these guys will show you how it'll be like China has built the largest number of EV or electrical bicycles in the world, and then they'll show you the literal mountain of electrical bikes piled up that are bigger than a mall in America. Some of these piles of bikes, and it's all waste. It's all just waste because they got government grants, and it's corruption. And so when you see a lot of these things telling you how great they're doing, it's just not the full story. So, it's just something worth keeping an eye on. It's not like a hate channel. It's just facts. Understood. Outro timer activated. No. We got this. Beaver Zero was a great show. Thank you, Mr. Toffees. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go through real quick and I'm gonna thank everybody who did donate and who helped us have such a successful stream. It was really crazy. You got Big Bork, Little Bite. I'm pretty sure this goes all the way back to the beginning too, and if it doesn't, I do apologize, but I think it does. We got Big Bork, Little Bite, NANA with an overwhelming amount of donation. Pope Phil, also a member, thank you. We got Mr. Toffees coming in with 1 gifted membership at first, and then dropping. He used his. It's been a while since I caught it. He used his membership, and then he dropped a bunch of members afterwards. Thank you very much. 2 AHD Cat Diecast with a donation. Got Pope Phil in there again. We got Mr. Toffees some more. Pope Phil, Big Bork, Little Bite. More Mr. Toffees. Holy Smalls. NANA, of course. Nona SOF. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your 666. Hail Sagan with a G in this case, though. And everybody, yes, do hail Sagan. Absolutely. NANA with another set of gifted memberships. Holy Smalls. NANA. Mr. Toffee. Holy Smalls. And Bass here with a $9.99 donation. And oh my God, you guys have been too kind to me. That's kind of insane. I really don't know how to thank you enough. I do apologize for the slow summer. And as you can see, I'm working hard on trying to find things worth laughing at and having a good time with you. I got caught up in the freedom fries. That's funny. Misty, I girl, you too. Oh yeah, you guys are talking to each other. Outro timer activated. I hear it's a great. I want to go to Australia one day. I just don't want to go swimming off Australia's coast. I'm not gonna lie. You can eat shit with that one. It's just not happening. I won't do it. Will not. Fuck that. Nope. I don't like swimming off the coast of any country, let alone Australia. Listen, those sharks are too fucking big. Okay? I don't know what you're feeding them, but it's clearly babies and Miracle Grow, because it's just unacceptable how big one of those sharks is. Okay? I don't care how rare it is. It doesn't matter. I don't swim with monsters. I just don't do it. I don't. So, sharks don't eat beaver. Fuck, everybody eats a good beaver, man. I'm sorry, ladies. It's a joke. It's a joke. We love men. Well, not all men love women. I'm going to stop that sentence there. We're just hating on people no matter what we say. Are snakes, spiders, scorpions, and crocs get you? You know what? I've been playing a game. It's really kind of fun. I've been playing the island a little bit on the side. Here, I'm going to bring something up here. I've been playing the island on the side a little bit, and I'll show you something here. It's kind of fun. Hold on. Okay, so there's this beautiful image right here. Let me get into the right window here. Gorgeous, beautiful shot of this edge of this water. It's so inviting. But it's a dinosaur game, okay? And I'm playing the game at this point. So what the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't see a dinosaur. Do you? I agree. I don't also see a dinosaur. But if you look closer, you'll see at a slightly different angle that there appears to be a very large crocodile hanging out in the water. That son of a bitch is going to eat somebody for dinner, and it's going to be glorious, okay? And that's been fun for me. So yeah, that's my little nerd out moment for you. So let me get back into the chats here. I've got too many windows open now. It's like tabs everywhere. That's a nope. Fish caught. I'll never go there. Reference. Yeah, no, fuck that. You get it's like anywhere you've seen a shark, I'm not swimming. It's okay. I've been snorkeling in the ocean, bobbing on the surface like a piece of lunch, and I didn't like it then either. So I won't lie. I had to jump off the back of my dad's boat out in the ocean. We're like 20 miles out. And it was like, there was like a rope wrapped in the propeller. It's like perfect movie material. Like, this is how fucking Jaws starts. Does it not? Like, just jump over the edge and cut the rope free. Oh, okay. Like, it's a fucking exactly how a movie starts. Like, there is a horror movie right now with my name written on it in that scene. So I did not like that one bit. I like dove in. It was like, like, I don't like it. Nope. No, thank you. No, thanks. Oh yeah, that's not the right window. Anyways, I do want to thank everybody one last time for coming out, hitting the like button if you haven't. Oh, it's a horror movie. Hey, did you guys see my post where I said I asked the question of what is something that is totally normal at 3 p.m. but completely creepy at 3 a.m.? And the answer, well, at least the answer was part of the meme that I posted, was ice cream truck. And I think that's perfect. Just imagine you're out on a walk. It's just you and, well, we could even make it more sketchy. It's a bunch of girlfriends, you know? And you guys are out, you're walking back, it's late, you're just having a hoot, and it's a little breeze, and you hear it. You hear the sound of the ice cream truck. Just a little bit at first, and you're not sure if you heard an ice cream truck, and you're like, was that an ice cream? Couldn't have been. And then there it is again, getting closer now. And it gets louder and louder. The question is, do you hide or do you hang out on the road? Like, I actually don't know what the answer to that is. 3 in the morning and there's an ice cream truck coming, I might fucking hide. I'm not kidding, because that's creepy as shit. God, I miss good humor men. Good humor men? I mean, am I one of them? Okay, NA. Okay, I gotta read this last super chat and then I gotta get off because the outro timer hasn't been activated and I'm terrible for that. We got Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a great movie. Fun fact, if you never go in the ocean, you have a 0% chance from dying. Yeah, you know what else? Okay, fuck this. Okay, we got one more thing to cover here. I have been watching videos that I don't like. Like, it's just, why in the world would a person... hold on, I can find it here. Just give me 10 seconds, because YouTube's been showing them all to me. And it's like, oh, you like people crawling through cracks in the ground, huh? Screaming Beaver 666. Where is it here? Like, is this not... Okay, yeah, here we go.
Moving, pushing, moving, pushing, moving.
I can pull you out if you want.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Okay, so these people go in caves.
Just like that. Pull the clothes. See, now a lot of people say the clothes bunch, but see what I can do? I can pull the clothes out, and then I can slide into the clothes. And that's actually not that bad of a deal.
Compared to dying, you're correct.
Okay. Now I'm a little upside down, but...
There we go.
Oh, my pants are halfway down to Mexico.
Like, is this worth it, guys? Hold on, let's get a real good shot here. I think this is the one where he gets right in the tunnel here. In one of them, his clothes, basically, like, he has to, like, drag himself. Fuck, I'm gonna find it. It's right here. Hold on, I got a caveman hikes. Yeah, hold on. I've been watching his videos lately. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're gonna love this, fuck.
That's unbelievable that this continues. Oh, that's hard on my knees. We can get Jacob, too. Let's get Jacob in this. I'll take the camera and I'll turn around and show you what Jacob's up to.
Look at this.
This makes it a horrific...
Look at this. Look at this. This is on the way back out. Watch this. Watch this.
I'm about at the drop. Oh, this sucks.
I don't know. You do that? This is crazy. Look what they have to do. They're doing this bullshit.
Section requires the caver to drop down in a slightly vertical manner, while in a head-first body position. This can be dangerous for a caver who may not be strong, flexible, or most importantly, patient.
But look at this. Look at this. He has to take his helmet and his elbow pads off. He can't even fit.
Yeah, no, easier this time, I believe. I think I'm already through. Yep, made it. No,
fuck, he was chipping before that. Watch.
I didn't bring a rock hammer today because I thought, no way it's going to be necessary.
Look, he's chipping the
I'm just trying to bang a few little knuckles off here.
Like, they're straight up in the fucking earth. I don't know. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Look at this.
Versus gravity and basic particle size that creates holes that are... This is what I always say. Roll up into...
Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. Look at the feet holes.
This makes it a horrific experience on the belly.
It's so long.
It is long, huh?
I don't know. It's out here. I'll show you one more, and then here. Like, let's find a fucking real good one here. Some of these are just absolutely a nightmare.
Okay.
Like, look at this.
Use your body. Use the pressure against the sides of the passage.
Fuck this.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, pull.
I missed it. Hey, I missed a super chat. Fun fact: if you, oh yeah, no, I read that.
I think I'm
666. Hail Satan!
Jacob must use his own body against the walls of the cave to push himself forward. By using shoulder shrugs as well as the legs, and with patience. A caver can move through a very narrow passage.
It ends in a...
It's ridiculous. Like, they just... Like, and it's the things I've seen them wiggle through are just disgusting. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, hey, listen, my hat's off to them.
To identify the end of the passage before returning, is allowed to work his own way. Perhaps.
Anyways, that was the worst part there. But he sends his kid, which I don't think it's a bad thing. His kid's tiny compared to him. But shit, he sends his kid into things. Like, check this out. Like, look at this. Look at the fucking... This is fucking... Look at it. What?
And that's why all my camera gear was attached to that metal rotor-rooter cord.
Look at this,
I need
eh?
to stand here to help pull him out. I know it's awful, but... Jacob, you have officially gone further than any human in history.
That's a pretty tight squeeze right there.
Don't get in there, but I'm pretty sure you're the one.
Look at, and in he goes, guys. Look at.
And Jacob slipped in when I wasn't paying attention.
Boop. Right inside he goes.
Just like that.
Just like that. Yeah.
Right on through.
You talking about Nutty Putty Cave, I think? And actually, apparently, he's like the only guy to die like that. Or like one of. So they don't believe it's very dangerous in their opinion. But I don't know that I agree. You know what it's more dangerous than? Not going in the cave, though. Look at that bullshit. Like, I think it opens up here, guys.
Okay, you need to go in there, and we'll try you turning around and coming out head first. But if you can't...
I mean, for the record, though, Lord, it's probing time. Like, his dad goes down with him, too, so it's like 3 generations of men diving in there. And by the way, this channel is Caveman Hikes. And I really encourage you to go check it out if you like to have your palms sweat a bit, I guess.
You'll have to come out late. You have to back in the way you came. Okay? And we have to be mindful of taking you out the same way you went in. And if it makes you feel better, I brought a tub of butter in my car. Jacob, I'm going to give you a different camera, okay? So I had to yell instruction, Jacob, how to set the camera down, how to set it up, how to manage the lights. And
but, like, I guess that's what he crawled into.
This is probably harder than going through the caves.
Oh my goodness! I can see it back there.
So apparently they actually map with the U.S. Geological Service. And they actually map these things when they go places that other people have never been and stuff. And then here, I might as well show you this. It's fucking... And it's the kid. You see the look on the kid's face. And then, well, this is what I ended.
New adventures. If you liked what you saw, feel free to hit that subscription button or share with your friends and family and neighbors. However, if you didn't like what you saw, feel free to leave a very negative comment about how we completely ignored all safety protocols, as well as
the 12 kids. I know what you're talking about.
We consider that to be high praise.
The look of it. That's the one. I stopped it perfectly. The look on the kid's face is funny because it's like, oh shit, I got roped into this one.
And for more in-depth caving videos, please visit our side channel, Even Darker. And we will see you on the ground.
Oh man, I can't. That's fun. I like that they're having fun with it though. And listen, they're getting like, I mean, a low video for them is like 500,000 views, and a high level video for them is like, well, some of their videos lately are only 60-something thousand views, which is really kind of crazy to think. But then you go back like even just 1 year, they got like 1.1 million views. Like, it's crazy numbers. 15 minutes there, only 1/3 of the way there. Keep it up. No, we're out. Okay, listen, guys. On that note, here you go. One last shot. Holy smokes. Beaver, go bye-bye. Yeah, I go bye-bye. I'm going to have the shot. Oh, my God. It's so harsh. And on that note, guys, you have yourselves a great night, and I really, really appreciate the love and time you've spent with me. So I had a lot of fun. And I hope to do more of this, like I said, at the very minimum, every other week. So keep your eyes peeled, and thank you very much. Have a great night, everybody. And I think that the button I want to hit is this one. Good night. Night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. Hey, NANA, hit me in the chat anytime in Discord, buddy. And that goes for anybody. I'm on Discord. Find me on Discord. You can find me on Discord. Join my Discord. The link's down below. Hit me in the comments. Tell me if the link doesn't work.